Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of Hijinks Handlebars.
Woo! Wait!
We're currently Hiatus Handlebars.
Woo! That's correct.
Woo?
Woo! Which means that we're not doing what we normally do on the show. If this is your first time joining us, then we are currently doing a series of one-shots. This is the final one. We started with Dungeon World, we did Monster Hearts, then D&D 5e, and Familiars of Terra is the one that we are doing today. If you're not familiar...
All downhill from here, folks.
With the game, it is a game made by Liz Chypreditcool, and it is published by Angry Hamster Publishing. It is very cool. It uses cards. It uses decks of cards instead of dice or other systems. And just as a really quick breakdown, it's like sort of meant to kind of emulate a little bit of like Digimon or Pokemon-esque stuff. Basically, people in the world have familiars, like pets that are treated as equals to them, that have powers and are very strong, and to like bind themselves to seekers and whatever. Today, I will mostly be using the game as a system, less of like a game straight from the book. So there's an entire world and backstory and like really fleshed out thing for Familiars of Terra about like Terra and Endril and the Badlands and this like vast this war that happened like 50 years ago, and you're seekers and you're recovering from that war. We won't be doing anything with that for the most part, but we will be touching on aspects of it. And the setting is just going to be completely different, but we're going to be using almost all of the same mechanics. So, really quick, what we have for mechanics, and then we can get into like actual introductions here, is agility, awareness, charm, might, and wit. Each of the players, based on their character sheets, have numbers assigned to those. And in this game, out of combat, you want to draw a card that is below the number of your ability. So if your awareness, and you want to see something like, kind of like a perception, and your awareness is 9, and you drew an 8, you would succeed. And pretty much that for everything. In combat, it is opposed drawing, and you want the higher number. So that's like pretty much it. There's extra powers and stuff that will get involved in the process, but that's pretty much where we're at. So we're just going to get right into it here. I am your GM for Familiars of Terra, William, they, them.
And I am Jonas, he, him, and I am going to be playing Leon today, also he, him.
I am Sam Richardson, he, him, and I will be playing Norad Giaconetti, also he, him.
I'm Franny, she, her. I'm going to be playing Delilah, also she, her. Should we introduce our little familiars too?
That's a good question. Not yet. I feel like not yet.
Okay.
Yeah.
Not yet.
Not yet, but you can see their names on the screen.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Spoiler!
Hi, I'm Spencer LaBelle. They, them, or he, him, playing Lander Lansford today.
Yes,
Also
that's true.
him.
I keep thinking of Lancer from frickin' Deltarune.
Guess what my middle name is?
Stop doing it.
I can't help it.
That was so loud.
That was very loud.
Power play.
Sure. Okay, cool. So,
I accidentally looked at my cards, that's all.
all right.
I'm just gonna put them down.
Cool. Everybody
I'm not
ready and looking?
Yes.
Great.
Aye, Captain.
What are we looking at?
So, all of you live in a city, like a big bustling city called Troon. It's basically, it is on Earth. It is a little bit in the future. The technology has just gotten like a little higher than where we are currently. As effectively, this city is as big as what Seattle would be. Generally, there are large buildings, but it is not like entirely skyscraper as, say, New York would be, and it's also not as low down to the ground as something like LA. So that is where we are. Everything is very normal as far as you're concerned, and it is very early on a Wednesday. It's 8 a.m.
Cool.
and you are all currently doing what you normally do on a Wednesday morning at 8 a.m. Let's start with Leon.
Leon is sitting on a park bench eating a parfait slowly. He looks, especially in this moment, he looks a lot like that picture of Keanu eating the sandwich on a bench, actually. That's like kind of Leon's general aesthetic, and especially when he sits and eats his Wednesday morning
sad
parfaits.
Keanu.
Yeah.
Great. And let's go to NORAD. NORAD and Lander, I think you both have just begun opening up your...
Yeah, so like we work at a bagel shop.
It's not great.
It's Troon Bagel. So we've just been like, portioning out shit. We've been like, cause like people do like bagel sandwiches. You need to like
Heating all the ovens.
yeah, it's like really classic, like a little bit of line cook stuff, except it's like bagels.
You have some regulars that are already in. They're like
Well,
waiting.
that's who Lander's talking to.
Yeah, clearly.
But like, I might write a book one day.
Hey, Lander, you should just...
Oh yeah.
I mean, they already paid.
I just wanted some cream cheese.
Here's
yeah.
your bagel,
Thank you.
Smitty.
Why would he have cream cheese at a bagel place? That's so weird.
What?
Sorry, I'm kidding. I understand.
And it's like, we got so many regular guests to just get like cream cheese, but it's like, they don't even know. We have like garlic cream cheese.
Cream cheese?
Cream cheese.
cheese.
On that
we have
note,
green cream
Delilah,
cheese.
what are you up to right now?
I'm getting my ass kicked in training this morning because I have a big K-meet. I have a big game coming up.
I have a big candy.
At the end of the week for tennis. And I'm also drunk from last night. So
Wow,
but my
living the
coach
rock star
doesn't
life.
know. My
Great,
coach
tell us
doesn't
about your
know.
character.
You and me
Cannon.
Yes.
Still drunk. Hold on, let me put that in my notes. Still drunk from last night.
Yep. So it's been a rough morning.
Sorry,
was a
you
rough
are now going to take a -3 to all ability checks. No, I'm just kidding. Great. So we're going to go back to Leon.
Cool.
Leon, you're about halfway done with your parfait. You're in a park, sitting on a park bench.
Yeah, it's probably like campus adjacent. Because
Yeah.
he is a professor. At a
campus
college.
adjacent.
At my college?
Maybe.
Yeah,
Yeah, probably.
Ooh, do we know each other?
Yeah.
Probably. Yeah. We
do you
probably like.
teach?
I don't know. What do you take? I actually hadn't.
I teach
like,
tennis.
decided.
No.
How about anthropology?
That works. Yeah. Yeah. Jonas won't be able to reference a ton, but assume that
Well, you
Leon
could
is very
teach
good.
philosophy.
That was a thought that I had
Yeah.
actually. Yeah.
Why don't you teach like theoretical tennis technique?
Why are you in character?
I don't know. Why are you?
Let's say
method.
philosophy and some anthropology classes.
Philosophy,
It's one of those schools.
Yeah.
Understaffed.
Cool. So you're about halfway done with your parfait. Some students come by who
Yum.
do know you, and they just they're what is your? Do they call you Doc Leon or?
I feel like students have tried calling me different variations of things, and I've never really acknowledged any as more correct than others because I just like Leon is not really comfortable with like communication.
Cool.
So like I don't know that people know, so they call me all
yeah.
sorts of things.
Yeah, so it's like, oh hey Leon, hey, and they just like walk by, and
after they're already gone, I say, oh hey.
yeah, it's pretty quiet. There's not a lot of students out and about right now. A lot of them are in their 8 a.m. classes. Some of them are out practicing for their sporting things that they do, whether it be tennis or basketball or those other sports. And you feel something like brush against your leg.
I suppose I just look at my leg.
There's nothing there.
Interesting. And I'm gonna eat some more parfait.
NORAD,
Yeah.
you go into the back to restock the bagels from the front. So you're going.
Can we get more everything in sesame?
NORAD it carries around. I just want to say like one of those really small like pocket notebooks and a Sharpie, and is just like always doodling something.
Cool.
So like I think as he walks into the back, he kind of like flips it out and is like just kind of like doodling with a Sharpie.
back behind where you keep like plastic cups, like there's some of these steel looking, they're not actually steel, but steel looking like shelving units that have wheels on the bottom of them, so you can like move them around so they don't get in the way, like back. It's a little packed back there. You have lids, plastic cups, pretty much all of the disposable materials that like someone could like take a bagel away in or that kind of thing. It's all in this corner on this shelf, and you hear a little bit of rustling over there.
Come on, don't do this today, please. I'll give you a free bagel. Just come around to the front.
And you don't hear anything.
I think, Nora just starts looking for this person.
And you don't find anything.
Do we have more bagel scroungers?
I'm coming. Hang on. I'm coming.
Lander, you say that up front, and
Yeah, sorry. We get like bagel scroungers periodically. They'll just like break into the kitchen and try to scrounge up some bagels. Oh, I'm sorry. That'll be $6.93
to use your bathroom.
Yeah, no, it's the code is
the code is $6.93. Okay.
No, I'm kidding. The code is hang on.
I'm just gonna go next door.
Oh no, it's 0123 star.
0123 star?
Yeah.
That doesn't seem very. Why even have a code on your bathroom?
Well, why'd you ask?
Because there's a code on the bathroom.
Hit a 0123 star, dude.
Okay, alright, thank you. And that person goes into the back. They were the only person in the front of the store at this point. Your morning regulars have gone off to like go to their jobs.
God, so dumb.
And you hear the front door, the bell ding.
Hi, welcome to Trin Bagel.
And there's no one there.
Bye. Goodbye from Trin Bagel.
Delilah, you're wrapping up your set, and your coach comes over, and she's like, "That was good. You were a little sloppy. If you're gonna do this, if you want to go pro, Delilah, look at me. Don't close your eyes. Up here, eye contact. If you are actually interested in going pro, you got it.
Karen,
you got to stick with it. All right.
I'm serious about this.
I know you're serious about it.
We're allowed to have tough days, okay? Starts. It's
I agree.
so fucking early. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. Wait, you think 8 a.m. is early?
Yeah, today it is.
Today 8 a.m. is early. Okay, well, how about tomorrow when we start at 6 a.m.? You tell me how early that feels.
No.
Okay, Delilah,
Karen.
go pick up the balls.
Oh my God.
I've got to go. So you're going around.
And I'm mumbling to myself. Okay, because we're at 6 a.m. Karen.
You reach down to pick up one of the what you believe to be a tennis ball, and it like opens up for a moment. Do you keep it in your hand? Do you drop it?
Well, no, because it feels prickly.
Yeah, it does.
So I drop it.
And you look down, and it's a tennis ball.
I look at my hand, and I go down to reach again.
And it's a tennis ball.
I throw it up in the air, and then I take my frustration out on this tennis ball.
And she gets a home run.
All of you feel the ground shake a little bit.
Have we felt earthquakes before? Like, is this city prone to earthquakes?
No.
Whoa.
The city is not prone to earthquakes.
I think Leon, whose last name I've decided is Blood, gets under the bench.
Oh, Dr. Blood?
Which is why students are more than welcome to call him Leon, but some probably decide to call him Professor Blood. Or Dr. Blood.
Or Professor Dr. Blood.
He is Leon and Blood.
Dr. Professor Blood.
So I think he just like looks around fairly calmly and just like curls up under the bench. Also calmly. And just waits.
This person is very sad.
Yeah. So it's like a little. You feel this like rumble, and then for those of you that are outside, or like you can probably see out the window. There's the front of the bagel shop has like just like big windows, so people can see inside, and so it looks more spacious. And you suddenly it like is completely overcast. Like just immediately, it is almost like it is night.
Man, it better not rain on my way back. I walk 2 miles every day to get here.
Yeah, that's a
fucking
cool way to
close.
get your steps in.
No, it's gonna rain on me on the way home.
Oh, but
This
like,
fucking sucks.
but I like the rain. I think it'd be
And-
cool.
Suddenly,
Oh shit.
you see a flash. A flash so bright it lights up the entire city.
I bet they're just filming a movie.
Whoa.
And it is gone. And it is suddenly not overcast anymore. But you feel a very slight rumbling still. And you can hear in the distance a very, very consistent humming. That's just like a...
Is it too soon to make a might check? Or sorry, not might. I meant wit check to see what the heck is going on.
I would do awareness.
Awareness.
Let's do this. Okay, so your awareness. What's your awareness?
Well, awareness is a 5. That's why I wanted to kind of summon my intuition rather than my. But you know what? I'm better than awareness for a reason because his brain's always somewhere else. So I already pulled it off the top. I haven't looked at it yet.
You can.
But, yes.
Yeah,
So okay, I pulled a 6. My awareness is a 5, so I failed.
So you get up and like you're looking around. Unfortunately, like the park. Well, fortunately, but unfortunately, right now the park has like a lot of trees
Sure.
around, so you can't really like see over them. But you do like see a little bit like off in the distance. Some like light that is like flashing a little bit, but it's not an enormous amount, and because it's bright out again, you can like barely see that. So,
Okay.
and it's not like alarming or
Sure.
anything, but you do still feel the ground rumbling a little bit, and you can hear the smallest, tiniest hum.
Okay. I think Leon just like looks over his shoulders and doesn't like see anybody around notable, I assume.
You look over your shoulder, and on your shoulder is a ferret.
Whoa. Hello.
At closer inspection, this ferret has 6 legs.
That's not normal. Leon like holds out his hand for the ferret to like, climb onto his
The
arm.
ferret starts climbing forwards, and as soon as the 2 front paws touch your hand, it backs away and leaves both of its arms on your hand.
What the heck?
You just have ferret arms on your hand right now, and the ferret has crawled off of you and onto the ground with only four of its legs.
What the heck are you?
It stands up on its hind legs, and its other 2 arms detach and crawl off its body and then crawl up your legs and go up and hold your face.
Leon just like stares like completely frozen at the ferret for a second and then just like smacks himself in the face super hard to wake himself up.
I won't make you roll
I don't
for
wanna
that,
hurt
or
myself,
you
but
don't
yeah.
have to drop for that or anything.
Leon is also very strong, so like if he weren't so strong, it would hurt him because of how strong he is.
You smack yourself really hard, and then you like look back up and open your eyes, and the ferret is like still looking at you and like cocks its head to the side, and shakes its head, and like its head angles down. It sighs, looks back up at you, and starts like waddling towards you with just its like hind legs.
Are its legs like other legs still on me?
Yeah, the 2 that were holding your face start crawling back down your body.
I think Leon just like kind of backs away step for step with the ferret and is just like, whoa little dude, whoa, I don't know if I can trust you yet. Hold on.
NORAD, are you still in the back?
No, I've walked up to the front carrying a box of everything and sesame seed bagels.
I meant garlic. Oh, I'm sorry,
Are you
dude.
kidding? It took me 5 minutes. Okay.
It's slow. Don't
Okay.
worry about it.
Okay. And Norad turns around to head back into the back.
When you turn around, the box that you have like all of the bagels in just suddenly gets very heavy. Like so heavy you
Oh, fuck!
you can roll might or draw might. You can draw might not to drop this box.
I will draw might.
Cool.
My might is a 5, and I have drawn a 5.
So
Okay.
you like it gets like not extremely heavier, but like probably like 20 pounds heavier just suddenly.
I think Norad is not expecting it and kind of like stumbles into the shelves and like knocks some stuff off of the shelves as he's walking into the back.
And you would definitely hear that, Lander.
Fucking Christ!
Not if I got a
Holy
bad awareness
fuck.
check.
If you want to draw awareness for this, you can.
I got an ace. That's a 1.
That's a 1. So yeah,
Yeah,
you definitely
you're good.
heard it.
Fucking god damn it.
Are there more bagel scroungers?
No, that was me.
You okay?
Fucking, I don't know, man. My birthdays always fuck me up.
Oh, it's your birthday? Happy birthday, Dad.
Oh, and you see a little face like pop out of the box. Oh, yeah, happy birthday.
What the fuck? And I throw the box across the room.
Oh, we had like the same reaction. That's so funny.
Yeah, and you throw it across the room, and the box, like, popping out of it as it's midair, and then it hits the back of the room, like, probably hits, like, your big, like, walk-in cooler, like, freezer. And then, like, just flying in the air there, you just see this spitting image of a cherub. Like, just a little baby with a bow and arrow and wings.
That's it? Okay. Norad turns around and walks back
Nora, wait.
into the bagel
Nora,
shop,
wait.
headed for the front door of
Wait,
the bagel
Nora,
shop.
no. I need you. You come here. We need to save the day.
No. Okay, I'm done.
And
I'm leaving.
And this cherub like flies out, and Lander, you see it.
Yeah, I also heard it. What's up, little baby?
And it flies over the counter and just flies over the counter and gets in front of you in the door, like between you and the door, and then like flies down to the ground, plants both of its feet, and like stands with hands on hips. There is no way.
I'm gonna kick it through the door.
You want to do a contested might?
Yeah.
Cool.
I mean, you 3ers at a fucking wall, so like.
So, ready? Okay. 4.
8.
So,
And
How's that?
opposed rolls add your
Okay.
so you if it's an opposed draw, you add
Gotcha.
what's your might?
so my might is 5, plus 4 would be 9.
Okay, 8 plus 12 is 20.
So,
What's higher? 9 or 20?
So I think as I kick this cherub, it just like my foot just like plants against it, and there's no movement, and it fucking hurts.
What a powerful baby.
And I
this
just
is.
like fall backwards onto the floor.
Oh man, strong baby.
What
Wow.
the fuck is Lander? Please,
And
will
the
you
chair-
get this thing out of here?
It-
No, man,
flies
you're
up.
like way stronger than me, and that baby just like was like, nah, dude, I ain't fighting that baby.
It flies up and like lands on your chest.
Oh, you're
No,
surprisingly heavy.
No,
No,
you need to stop and pay attention to me for 1 second.
Yeah, you're like the main story of some like hero, dude.
Lander,
Oh shit, how do you know my name?
we'll get to you too.
Oh,
Okay.
Wait, hold
Please
on.
don't.
Lander,
Lander, do you know where land shark is?
I'm sorry, what?
I said, Lander, do you know where land shark is?
I'm sorry, what?
I said, Lander, you're always like this. Do you know where land shark is?
I'm always like this. Do you know me from like some kind of alternate timeline where I have a long, extensive like history, and now you've just sent back in time, so you have like a bunch of shared memories, but like I just like that, and this is like our first time meeting.
What is your familiar's wit?
my familiar is
5, right?
Yes.
That's not likely, I don't think. I don't think that's what happened.
But I'm sorry, you said like land shark. Are you like making fun of my name? Because like I know Lansford. Like, don't make fun of me for Lander Lansford. Like that's talk with my parents, dude.
And then you feel a rumbling like right below you.
I don't
It's
like that.
even more intense than what you felt before.
Lander's not gonna move.
And the tile floor of like behind the counter of this bagel shop of Troon Bagel bursts.
Oh shit.
And can you give me a physical description here? It is
a bullet,
effectively
right?
it's a shark.
Or,
Yeah, or if you've played, there's also a creature. I'll just use that. It's a bullet. Is similar
Okay.
to a D&D creature. Which you're not. Imagine somewhere between, kind of like a shark, but if instead of fins, it kind of had very, kind of more like a canine shape of movement, more paw-like, maybe a little bear-esque. Somewhere between shark and dog, and maybe a little like pangolin with like the scales and stuff like that.
And,
Oh wow, it's like a weird dog.
And it pops out and like immediately just starts like rubbing against your leg.
Oh.
What? Is that a fucking shark?
I mean,
Okay,
It's
did
not
you,
like the
did you
the
fucking
eyes.
microdose the coffee this morning?
I mean, not intentionally.
Hold on.
What the fuck,
I'm gonna
Lander?
grab,
We're
like,
both
some of those
gonna
bagels
be
and just,
tripping
like-
all day.
Yeah, you drop a bagel and it just like, it opens its mouth and like, it has like kind of spinny, like razory teeth. And it goes.
Oh wow, that's horrifying.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
The cherub takes your face and pushes you like your head to the ground.
Ah.
Not hard, but just like, and gets right above you.
You are surprisingly strong.
Norad, why don't you know who I am? What is wrong?
Okay, because you're a figment of my imagination.
No.
It's just Lander just dosed us, and
We need to work.
so we just got to get through the
There's-
next 8 to 12 hours.
There's things to be done.
Hey, baby, you want a bagel?
Yes.
We got sun-dried tomato
Do you have
and
garlic?
No, because somebody. Yeah, no, I'll get you some garlic.
They were in the box you exploded from.
Delilah, you have finished picking up all of the balls and you put them back inside of like the cage that holds them.
Yeah.
And you are about to walk off the court and
Take a shower.
take a shower, yeah. And you turn your back and you're walking away and suddenly you hear like a rattling and like a bunch of the balls like have fallen out of the cage.
Cool! So I go over, like, of course, of all days when my head is splitting open, everything, and so I start just putting the balls back. And
Yeah, you put all of them back in, and that's it.
okay, and then I go head to the lockers.
You turn your back and they fall out again.
Fuck.
Delilah is over it and keeps walking to the locker room.
Set them on fire.
As you're walking to the locker room, you see a tennis ball that just like rolls right past your foot and like stops in front of you.
I kick it.
All right, so the first thing you do is you gotta kick.
Yeah, Delilah's not in the best of moods this morning, so she goes right ahead and kicks that sucker.
Hell yeah.
Cool. Want to do a contested might?
Sure.
So just draw and add your might. Oh, this might go for you. I got a 4.
You got a 3.
4 plus 11 is 15.
3 plus 3 is 6.
Okay, cool. So you go to kick it, and your foot stops on this tennis ball.
God, that was weird. And I put it, and I pick it up.
And it like you start picking up, and it like unfolds, like wraps out of itself, and the back of your hand is like holding it, and suddenly it feels prickly, and it like changes from that kind of fluorescent green of a tennis ball into more of like a neutral like oatmeal looking color, and plops in completely out in both of your hands. Hey Delilah, how you doing? And it's in front of you. You see this like very, very small hedgehog.
Wow, I'm really drunk.
You're getting better with your kicks every day.
I just start walking because I think that
Delilah.
Miss Landerholm has like lost her hedgehog for whatever class it is.
Delilah.
Oh my god! Oh
We
my
gotta
god!
go.
And I'm walking faster.
Delilah, we gotta go. Yeah, no, like this is the right direction.
Okay,
You and me need to
talking
go.
to me.
Wait, Delilah.
All right.
Delilah.
Hey, how's it going?
Delilah.
Hey, Carol. Yeah, I'll catch you after class. Okay.
Hey,
Oh,
wait.
I don't know,
Carol, who's Carol? Carol, somebody get Delilah
and
to stop.
I
And
did.
Carol like turns and is like, who is talking?
I don't know.
It's me. It's me, Delilah. Do you?
I guess it's this guy.
and Carol will like come over and be like, huh, that's a funny trick you're playing. And walk away. Delilah, it's very important that we get to the center of this. There's this energy wave going on, right?
I keep walking to.
Wait, no, stop.
Miss
Where are
Landerholm.
we? What is with this infrastructure?
And then I get into Miss Landerholm's classroom. Hey, Miss Landerholm. I think one of your pets somehow got out. Please take him.
No, that's not mine.
What do you mean?
That's not mine.
You always have gerbils or rats or something.
Yes, I don't have hedgehogs. Please get it out of here.
Okay. Well,
A hedgehog? With my rats and my gerbils? Really?
okay. I guess I'll just head over to the principal's office then. Thanks
sure.
so much for your help.
Delilah!
You don't want to add to your collection of rodents?
Oh my gosh.
Got it. All right. I head over to the principal's office.
Wait, Delilah, stop, please just stop for 1 second.
Oh my god.
Wait.
How do you know my name? And this is so stupid that I'm talking to an animal because animals don't talk.
I'm not an animal, I'm an animal kin. Animals are different. Animal kins are, I have some, wait a minute. Do you know who I am?
No.
Delilah, it's me, Crumpet. You named me Crumpet.
I assure you I didn't.
Yeah, when you were younger, you were eating crumpets off of a plate, and you picked me up and almost ate me because you thought I looked like a crumpet because I was so small. And then you named me Crumpet, and we bonded from then. And you're my seeker, and I'm your animal kin.
At this point, Delilah has she's leaning up against a wall and she's just like slowly slid down and she has like her elbows on her knees and head in between. You're telling me, Crumpet, that you were a figment of my imagination and now you're real.
No. I tell you, I'm very real, and there's some very real danger going on, and you and I need to go and deal with it. Delilah, come on.
Oh my god.
Delilah.
I mean, I have class right now.
What's class?
I have advanced calculus.
I don't know what calculus is.
It's stupid.
Okay, well then skip it.
I can't because I'm...
No, you have to. We need to save the world.
Oh my god, okay. From what?
Wait. Can you draw awareness for me? Hell yeah.
What's Jack?
That's 11.
Oh, 12. My awareness
Oh wait,
is
we
12.
want bad. We want lower cards. That's right. Awareness, yeah. What's your...
12.
12, so you got it.
Yeah.
You notice that the hallway has gone completely silent and there's no one there. And the lights start flickering. And then, like, one flickers and a basketball drops down, like, at the end of the hallway and starts, like, bouncing and then rolling towards you. And as it gets halfway down the hallway, it starts to unravel itself. And it is a porcupine.
I need to wake up.
And it stops and hisses at you, and its quills poke up on its back and they light with fire.
I take out my racket. I'm like, okay, motherfucker. Yeah. And
Delilah, you ready to do this?
I put Crumpet on my shoulder.
Hey,
I'm like,
don't worry about it. And, like, on your shoulder, you see this little hedgehog, like, reach, like, into its little quills, or whatever those are called. And it pulls out this little thing. And pulls out a second one. And now it has these two, like, giant fangs, like, sticking out of its mouth, and it's like, I'm ready to kill. Leon.
Yeah, can I suggest just a starting image, or do
Yes,
you have,
absolutely.
Just that, like, after the last thing being said, like, I don't know if I can trust you yet. I imagine that with a 13 agility, Ash just the ferret. I mean, just like ran up Leon's body and is like wrapped around his neck, like. Which might have immediately been startling, but like is a very quick gesture of, no, we're cool. I'm just here to be nice. So I think this like the starting image is like Leon has kind of taken that in, and he is now calmly dialing a number in his phone, under whatever else is happening.
As you're dialing the number, you feel the ground start to shake. And all of you, again, feel this ground rumbling. The sky goes completely dark again, completely overcast. And you see another bright flashing light that just... and everything clears up again immediately. You get a flash of yourself and this ferret fighting together. You hailing commands, working in tandem, fighting something, and you see a gargantuan beast silhouetted in front of you, and the name Ash sticks in your head, and it is gone.
Whoa. I think I just like hang up the phone. I was calling someone. I was like, I just cancel that.
The ferret does a little tap on your cheek.
Yeah, I go like grab it, and its feet stay on me. But I pick up the.
So you have like a snake.
It's like a cat-sized albino ferret. Also, we didn't say.
Yeah,
So it's like
yeah.
a furry snake at this point, a big furry snake. As I look at it. Hey, your name wouldn't happen to be Ash?
And all of the arms that are still on you, like, just start clapping.
He starts going for a second. He's like, "Wait, no."
Yeah, and the ferret Ash just starts nodding like incessantly.
Leon just looks at it and is like, "Okay. And there wouldn't happen to be something very destructive coming that wants to kill or destroy?"
Draw an awareness.
Awareness. That's a failure.
Oof. Yeah, that's a failure for, I think...
Oh, yeah, awareness. Well, awareness is 11.
And this is 12.
Okay. Yeah. Well, okay. Here's a question. I didn't know my ferret was going to be doing a check then. Can I use my of Endril to give my familiar a +1? Which normally I would have done before a check.
Yes, yeah. No, absolutely.
So that would make it exactly succeed.
Great. So it exactly succeeds. This ferret, Ash... catches a glimpse really quick and then looks, and all of the arms push back on you, and this ferret is basically positioning itself between you and this large steel winged hawk starts swooping down and is coming right towards you.
Nope. We gotta run. Ash, I'm gonna show you something. And I start running towards my office.
And Ash will... Do you think Ash would go with you, or?
I think
Yeah.
so, yeah.
And Ash will go with you, but will if you're turning your back and running away, Ash will then crawl around onto the back of your shoulder and be looking back at the hawk.
Cool.
Lander and Norad.
Okay.
I just have a really bad feeling we're just not gonna have any business today.
All right. Deep breaths. That's what they tell you, right? Deep breaths.
You felt the other shockwave.
That's yeah. What? It's an earthquake.
I don't
think.
know. Something is happening,
it's
and
an earthquake.
there's direct power surging at some point, and you don't know who I am for some reason. I think they must have destroyed your memory.
You're a baby.
I'm a baby.
You are a baby.
Sort
that
of.
much
I'm
I
a
know.
cherub. My name is Sharoom.
I know that.
And you get hit with this same image of you working in tandem, and Lander, you see yourself with Landshark, and even you, Delilah, in this hallway as you're staring down this porcupine, you catch this flash of you not only working with this familiar that is with you, you catch names. Well, as Leon got Ash, NORAD, you get Sharoom, and Lander, you get Landshark. And
This
and
is some kind of cosmic jag, isn't it?
and Delilah, you hear Crumpet, and not only do you hear Crumpet, but you hear yourself calling out to Crumpet, making moves and fighting alongside each other. And not only do you see that, but all of you see each other. Leon, you see NORAD, Lander, and Delilah, and NORAD sees Leon and so forth, and all of you can see each other and all of your other familiars, and you suddenly, even if you didn't know each other, know their names and know the familiar names, and you are aware of them, and you snap back.
Yeah, so I may have microdosed the coffee. Not intentionally, but I'm pretty sure that's what happened.
Did you all feel that? Did you see that?
Yes, but no. Stop talking, baby. Babies don't talk.
Oh, I'm not a baby, I'm a cherub.
And that's Land Shark.
Yes, that's Land Shark, yes!
Where are Leon? Where's Leon and where's...
Both of you hear the door, the bell of the door.
Hi, welcome to Churn Bagel. Oh.
Every time bell rings.
And the thing that has come through is large and furry, down on 4 legs, and then kicks back up, and you are face to face with a grizzly bear that has
Spider face.
spider face, a grizzly bear that has 6 arms
That's horrifying, admit it.
And 2 legs?
and 2 legs,
Okay.
and it has like webbing on its fur.
Yeah,
This is a bad day.
Yeah, God's definitely dead.
Sharoom immediately takes an arrow out of the quiver and goes, "Don't worry, I got it. I'm gonna make this bear wish it was... Well, is it a spider or a bear? This spider bear."
Spare?
A biter.
Listen, I'm new to this whole thing. Cut me a break.
As soon as you said a biter, Land Shark jumped up on the counter and went like, chomp, chomp.
No, that's marble. We have to fix that.
And Land Shark dives off and shoots into the ground, destroying the floor on the other side of the counter.
I have to mop that later.
We're gonna do like mass combat here,
Okay.
but we're about to. I want to know the one thing Leon is doing.
Well, so I'm trying to get to my office because I need to.
Yeah,
if I'm going to be fighting monsters, I need to gear up. So
Cool. So you get to your office.
cool. Does the bird tail us the whole way there?
Yes, it's still,
Cool.
and it's like gaining on you slowly.
So we just like barely get in. I get into my office, catch my breath with one big breath, and Leon says, "All right, Ash, I don't know you, but I feel I've known you my entire life, so I'm going to show you my most prized heirloom." And he goes over to the sword and shield on his wall, takes it off, removes the fake sword from the shield, and holds this like mirror reflective shield out. And Ash, I think, is immediately struck with its own image. Ash is a very charismatic ferret and feels that in this moment. And Leon just says, "All right, little buddy, I think we have to save the world."
And the window to your office bursts in as this steel-winged hawk comes in and is coming right for you.
And I want to just turn around and face the mirror at the eagle.
And this mirror does something, doesn't it?
It does. So those who see the mirror cannot move closer to it until they pass a wit check.
Okay.
So as soon as I hear that like glass break, I would like to, and if you want me to pull like agility or awareness to see if Leon can do that in time, I'm cool with that, but there's also a check that the bird would have to make. So.
I'm fine with it just being on my end to
Cool.
do a check. So, let me-
I don't know if you can see this. Thank you, Sam.
Yeah,
Okay,
no,
come into
that's an
play later.
artist.
Not that any of you know that yet.
You kind of have your book with you. I don't really know what you do with it, but like I see you doodling, my dude.
and then the wit.
My doodle.
So I have to pass a wit check.
Yes.
Okay, so 3 for 5.
So you do.
It succeeds.
Cool.
And on that note, everybody,
dang.
the way initiative works for this game for combat is we take the agility. So it's going to be the agility of your familiars. As of right now, you as like characters, like your characters won't really be doing much. Unless you want to make a single check. But having that flash, you know that trying to fight any familiar, any
Any
animal
animal kin.
kin whatsoever is incredibly dangerous.
Okay.
That's
why we have our own.
I never would have guessed. With is it a spare or is it a biter? I call it goodbye. I'm gonna go out the back later, guys.
So what do we have for agility here?
Ash is at 13. We're just using the familiar agility.
Yeah,
right?
just for
so
the
13.
13.
Chirum is a 5.
13, 5,
9.
9,
Crumpet's 11.
11. So
Cool.
it'll be Ash, Crumpet,
9.
and then Land Shark, the one that I forget. Land Shark and Chirum. So
Cool.
that's the order we're going to go in here. So let's start. When we start combat, you take your discard and you put it back into your deck.
Oh, cool.
Okay.
Okay.
And then shuffle.
Yep.
Cool.
Shuffling cards.
And if we were doing more than one shot, you would also mark down when you enter combat. You gain a your familiar gets a point towards their power threshold.
Cool.
All right.
All right.
This.
I have my hand.
Okay. All right. And I have my hand.
Oh, I forgot that
I have William's
changed my
hand.
powers.
Okay. So let's go. Let's just put a card down.
Cool.
You can only use one power per round.
Oh wait, 6, right?
Yes.
6 cards. We're all putting a card down, correct?
Well, we're doing one-on-one, pretty much.
Okay.
So, okay, I have my card down for Ash.
Okay. Do you want to use any powers right now?
Yes, I do. I want to use Sabotage,
Okay.
and I would like to use Sabotage at level 2. So I am going to... Actually, you know what? Screw it. I'm just going to go level 3. So I'm going to look through your hand and decide which card you're going to play this turn. And you don't get to use any powers.
So you would do that before I play.
It's not before. It's just...
Well, I already have a card down, is what I'm.
Yeah, so I think I look at your hand and it overrules that one.
Oh, okay.
Because it doesn't say before or after. There's no B or A.
Well, then
So-
here you go.
Yeah, let's go ahead and use that one.
Okay.
Cool, and you cannot use any powers this turn because I use level 3.
Oh, okay.
Level
Cool.
2 you could still, but yes.
Is that level 2 is when you get to choose what they do?
And you use a power, so no more powers can be used this turn. So let's flip them. All right. So I ended up with a 4,
And I ended up with a 7.
and you don't add
Which-
anything unless you have a power. So
Yep.
that is a difference. Yeah, I mean, you
So
win.
I succeed.
You succeed, and are there any powers after? I can't play one, and you've already used one, so no. So this Steel Hawk comes in. This Steel Wing Hawk like bursts through the glass. It like sees your mirror, is like stunned for a moment, and then just still like it lunges forward. What does Ash do?
Ash leaps up over Leon's shoulder. Like I mean, probably like ran up Leon's back and then jumps over the shoulder. Flies with 6 legs, which then separate and like grab onto 3 on each of the wings, and just like hold the wings back. And while the snake body left climbs and just starts like running circles around the eagle and like distracting it for a second before the tail, which the eagle didn't notice separated, just smacks the eagle in the face.
Yeah. Okay.
The tail
So
can also split.
it smacks in the face, and then like loses its like flight pattern a little bit, and like runs into the corner of your office, which is like just being kind of torn apart at the moment. And then
Is it just like 1 damage? Is
yeah,
that-
it's just 1 damage.
Okay.
Then next was Crumpet. So in the hallway, this porcupine starts running towards you. And you just got this flash, and you understand how dangerous this is.
Yeah.
And Crumpet, with the new teeth in there, just goes, "Don't worry, I got it."
Yeah, I'm gonna help you.
And you, oh, okay. So yeah, let's play that card. So you already have one down.
Yeah.
Okay.
Is
Any
this-
powers beforehand?
Yes.
They being.
Oh, I want to use rage.
And rage is before. I think so.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. Cool. So what does that do?
Well, I'll use level 1, I guess right now.
What does that do?
Oh, sorry. It doubles my number on my card.
Okay, cool. So then we flip them. I have a queen.
6 times 2 is
So we tied.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Then I will not be using a power for the after, so this ends up being a tie. So you tell me what to do with Crumpet.
I take Crumpet off my shoulder, and I say, "Okay, you okay, dude?" As I just throw him up and go towards the porcupine.
This is my new Smash Brothers main.
Yeah, and Crumpet like spins towards the porcupine, and the porcupine like also like jumps
Dig your fangs in!
jumps into the air and like kicks off the ground faster than either you or Crumpet was expecting, and they actually end up bashing like their backs, like their quills against each other. Ooh. and Crumpet like falls back and like skids across the ground and kicks up like a little smoke, and stops. And then, like, looks back at you, Delilah, and goes,
"You okay?"
"I'm fine." And the fangs, and, like, turns back towards this porcupine. We are now with, in the bagel shop, this bear is, like, standing over and starts, like, heading towards the two of you. So, Lander, let's go with Landshark first.
All right, good luck. Bye, Shark. The thing. Yeah. Bite?
Bite? Okay. Yeah. Any powers beforehand?
Nah.
No? Cool. Flim? 9?
We're both in this? I don't know how this works.
Just you.
Just
Cool.
Okay, so 9 and an 8. Any powers after?
No.
No? Okay. So you go to ditch Landshark and just say like bite or whatever, and Landshark lunges, like jumps forward and like with the teeth, and this bear puts out all 6 of its arms and like grabs Landshark before it can even get to it, and like picks Landshark up and throws it against the wall, like knocking the novelty portraits off the wall of all of the staff.
Lander has to like peek back and be like, Landshark?
And Landshark takes 1 damage. After seeing that, Sharoom is like, "All right, nobody does anything to Landshark while I'm around."
Yeah, you do your thing. And Norad is jumping over the counter to get some cover.
Okay, cool. Any powers beforehand?
Not beforehand.
Well, don't worry about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I have a 1.
Great.
And I won't be using a power after. What are you doing?
Nope, I don't have a power. I'm not using a power.
So what does Sharoom do?
I think Sharoom like draws a heart, an arrow with a heart-shaped, what is that called?
Arrowhead.
Arrowhead, yeah. From his quiver and like kind of like pulls it back, like ready to go, but is not. I think in the time that he's like giving his little speech and pulling it back, the bear just like lunges and just like tackles him out of the air.
You won.
No, I did?
Yes.
Shit.
An ace is a 1. You beat
You're right.
me.
You're right.
Yeah.
Okay.
So like going for the bear like comes forward. Yeah.
I was thinking for a skill check.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah,
Okay.
I gotcha. Yeah, I think the bear like lunges forward and Sherm just like releases the arrow.
Yeah.
And it's like such close range that it just goes like right into the bear's chest, and it lets out a roar like a bear would.
Uh-oh.
Well,
and-
in that case, then I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I my apologies. But I am going to be using a power then, a post power,
Bleed,
which
eh?
is bleed, and I'm going to be using it at level 3. So after you deal damage,
So level
deal
3
3
bleed.
extra damage.
This bear just drops to the ground.
And Norad kind of like peeks up over the counter. Did you kill it? Is it dead? He like grabs a bagel from the display and like throws it at the bear.
It bounces off. Leon?
Yes. So I guess I'll do a card first.
Okay.
Yeah, screw it. And I'm going to use a power. I'm going to use Discover. 4 of the 6 legs disappear. They're hunting for things in the room. And what I am doing, the move Discover, which I'm using at level 3, lets me name 3 cards, suit and number, and if they're in my deck, I get to take them into my hand. So I'm going to be looking for let's say the King of Diamonds, the Queen of Diamonds, and also the Jack of Diamonds. I'm gonna look for those three in here. Well, here's the
epic power going.
here's the Queen of Diamonds. Here's the Jack of Diamonds. Isn't that lucky? And then I believe the King of Diamonds has got to be in here too.
And just so you know, usually your agility is higher than mine.
Yeah.
So I would say what I'm doing first so that you can respond to it.
That's right. That's like for powers, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Because if I say like, oh, I'm not going to use a power, then you might think maybe I don't need to.
For sure.
Yeah.
Luckily, this power is independent of whatever you do. So.
Sorry, real quick. Are we supposed to have 6 cards all the time?
No. Until you run out, you don't.
Until you run out,
Okay.
then you draw.
Cool.
When you run out of cards, you draw back 6.
Cool.
All right. Cool. So I've already used the power. Now we show them.
There you go.
All right.
10.
Queen. So 12. So another success.
Great.
Um.
Yeah, this hawk is going to use shield
Okay.
as an after power.
Cool.
And yeah, you use power, so it will take no damage. But
Okay.
But you do get this. So what does Ash do?
Ash, so like the 4 of the legs are around like scrounging, and I think the eagle had gotten like knocked or like, was flying away into another corner.
Yeah.
And Ash just like squirmed behind the desk and appeared from behind the desk right by the eagle, started crawling up the wall towards it as the other 2 like front feet came and attached and then just double punched the eagle, which didn't seem to do enough to actually hurt because of the metal.
Gotcha. Cool. Yeah, but the metal stopped that. Then so Crumpet has like reared back and is ready for an attack. You said sink your fangs in, and that's exactly what Crumpet's going to go to do. So, any powers beforehand? This porcupine will not be using a power.
Then I don't need to use a power.
Okay.
Yeah.
10.
7.
Okay. All right. So any powers after? Nope. Okay. So the porcupine, Crumpet like runs forward to sink the fangs in, and the porcupine's fire like quills light up again, and it turns around and shoots like a fire arrow, like a quill, like at Crumpet, and it grazes Crumpet's face, and like it's like scratches across like right next to the fangs, and Crumpet looks back at you and then looks at the porcupine and shakes his little head and goes, I got it. And like wipes the fangs off and points them towards the porcupine.
And they gleam in the...
Back in the bagel shop, this bear is down, and Landshark gets up from over at the wall, like shakes off, and like
okay, bud?
and still looks pretty happy, but is like a little shaken. And goes immediately over to Lander and like drills into the ground and then pops back up like right by you behind the counter.
I'm gonna like scratch his head.
He likes that a lot.
Okay, so I think we need to go find the others.
I mean, why are you not all together?
No, this isn't... I don't think this is the world you think it is.
Yeah, and like, dude, we have jobs.
This
we
is
can't all
our-
be babies.
Yeah, I gotta pay rent.
We can't leave. We'll be fired for sure.
Both of you draw charm.
Pass.
King.
What's your charm?
Charm is a 13.
So that just.
So you just meet. You meet
Yeah.
and be okay.
Do
So
you even need to pull?
I guess not. Yeah. So that Sharoom looks at you for a moment, like both of you going back
no.
and forth.
I'm so sorry. I was looking at Trim's sheet. Mine is at 6.
Well, okay, big fail.
Yeah, no, you're not
Yeah.
nearly as charismatic as you might think.
Was that a hard
But I
call?
admire your confidence.
Yes, it was. No, it was a diamond.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, wait, Wanda. So
Yeah, baby. We have jobs. We're adults.
We're...
you really don't know what's going on.
I mean, there was that whole thing where we kind of like saw you and the others. Is that Professor Does he teach at that university? Didn't you take some classes there?
Oh, I wish.
Leon.
Yes. So like I'm gonna wait. I have my card ready. Here's the thing, William. I want you to look at sabotage. Like, say I were to use it at like level 2 or level 3 like I did before. It doesn't specify I can't do it in the after phase, but doing it in the after phase feels, well, I guess like sabotage. So that makes sense.
Yeah.
So like, okay, cool.
You can use it whenever.
So are you going to use a power before we show?
Yes.
Okay.
This hawk is going to use bash,
Going to use bash, which doubles the
which
card.
doubles the card.
Okay, sick. Good idea.
That's rage, which doubles bash.
Wait,
You play a second.
bash is playing a second card.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Yes, it's going to play a second card.
That's like
Okay.
the
Sorry.
one thing I know.
Okay. We're gonna have to interpret something in a second. I'm not going to play any cards right now.
Oh, okay, cool.
Cool.
So I play 2 cards.
All right. So we show them. Oh yeah. Sorry.
5 and 2, 7.
And I'm at
12.
12. So yeah. So I succeed.
Yep.
Anyway. Had I used sabotage there to choose which card you play from your hand, would I have chosen 2? Or just the first? Probably just the first one, right?
I had no cards.
Oh,
in my
okay.
hand, so like I
Yeah.
don't think it would have even worked.
Okay. Cool. Yeah.
So yeah, so this hawk is like really going for it. Like it's, I mean, it's like it shing the wings out to the side and is like charging in to like bash like right into this to Ash. What happened?
It like I think the eagle was going into bash. Can I say it was doing like a Donkey Kong clap with its wings?
Absolutely.
And it does do that, and it like thinks an evil cackle to itself, and then it opens its wings. And Ash isn't there because Ash is like on the other side of the room, giggling like this at the eagle as the other 4 hands just like throw a bunch of cups of pencils right at the eagle's head, and do 1 damage.
Yeah, cups of pencils. Yeah, one of them just like spears this like hawk, this steel hawk, and it just flops to the ground, like just destroying your desk. Just
Ash is like the duck hunt dog laugh.
It's funny because I picture it like have that extreme like anime response. So
Kinda.
It's not just like you're chucking objects at it. It's like no, you're firing these pencils like shotgun blasts.
And it's disembodied ferret feet that are doing this. So
in the hallway, Crumpet has just. Did you mark that damage, by the way?
Oh.
Crumpet took damage that last
How
time.
much?
1.
Oh, okay. Alright.
okay.
Alright.
So Crumpet like this time looks to you and is like, Delilah, what should I do?
I take out a lighter because Delilah smokes because she's fucking cool like that.
Yeah, wait, Delilah smokes and drinks and is trying to be a pro athlete.
Yep.
Great. I love this.
I mean, clearly her attitude's not her greatest strength.
And
so.
8 a.m. is too early.
Yep.
Also, I hate sports.
Hey, no one is scarier than my mom, and my mom is probably the one who wants to be the tennis star. But I
Of course. Isn't that always the story?
That's always
And
the
then-
case. Take out my lighter. I take out a tennis ball, and I take out a little spritzer.
With your third
That
hand.
usually, I spritz the ball with it because guess what? It's alcohol. And then I light the tennis ball on fire and I do another heads up and I fling that sucker.
Everyone knows fire types
Cool.
are weak to fireballs.
Yeah, can you do an ability check for me really
So
quick?
Delilah cast fireball.
Can you do agility?
Yes, for Delilah.
Either agility or might, I suppose.
I'll do agility.
Agility? Yeah,
So-
so just draw.
Plus it?
No, you just a regular ability check. You need to draw below it.
Oh, I did. Yay.
So 6, and what's your agility?
8.
8?
Cool.
Okay, cool. Yeah, so you get this off. This is gonna give a +2 to Crumpet. And so, what card do you have down for Crumpet right now? As part of combat.
Oh. I haven't put one down yet. Okay.
Okay.
Oh, and then I'm gonna use a power. I'm gonna use Rage level 3, which quadruples. So 12.
4.
Okay, cool.
Okay, great. And yeah, I'm not gonna use any powers after. So, your Crumpet. What does Crumpet do?
Well, so the
This
fireball hits the porcupine and sets it more aflame, which I'm sure it doesn't mind since he's already flaming.
It looks fucking sick.
Yeah, but catches him off guard, so it gives Crumpet time to like scurry, and then kind of slash its face.
Do the teeth move?
But it's big. Well, no, he didn't use his fangs this time. But he has very sharp. But it's just like it's so fast, but it looks like this. And it leaves like gashes in like the cheeks of this porcupine.
I'm using this next time we go back.
This porcupine it shakes like wildly away from this, and then just like balls up and just rolls away, and is like and clears out of here. The only reason to continue fighting it is if you and Crumpet wanted to. Okay, so Crumpet like runs back. As Crumpet's running, like goes up on hind legs for like a moment and unscrews both fangs, puts them it blows them up,
Little holsters.
puts them back in the holsters and goes back on all fours and scurries into your palms.
And then I also take out the tape that a lot of athletes use to put on their fingers.
Yeah.
I take one out so I can kind of bandage up his little cut that he got.
Oh, Delilah, that was awesome. I've never seen you do something like that
You
before.
were awesome.
You were awesome.
No, okay.
Delilah!
I am pretty awesome.
You were awesome. and dabbing.
The hedgehog that was just like this though.
Yeah.
Do that.
And then I do a little knuckle to do like a little pound.
Oh, fist bumps.
Okay, and Crumpet like fist bumps your knuckle, your single knuckle, and then like puts a hand up, like a paw, and goes, "All right. Well, I mean for a high five. That's okay.
Sorry, it's just a reflex. Okay.
That's okay.
And it's like just like oh sorry.
So we gotta go.
There are others.
Right, yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
there's Leon and Ash, and NORAD and Shroom, and then there's us, and then there's also Lander and Landshark.
Okay, so we should go find them?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, because, clearly some strange things are happening.
Well, I don't know why they're not here.
Did you call them?
Well, we were
With
all
your
together.
mind? Oh. Okay.
I don't really know where I am, Delilah. If I'm being completely honest.
We're on campus. We're on Troon University.
Troon U.
To you?
I don't know what that means.
It's just a college.
Okay.
Campus.
And you all feel a rumbling again. And you see the sky go dark. And this time, like, the loudest, biggest boom and flash of light just happens, like... And this time the sky stays relatively dark, and you hear a powerful humming in the distance, and you can see like light flashing off from a centered point near like a ways off into the city. You're seeing this through a window that's just on the side of the hallway, Delilah. That leads like directly out of the building that you're in. The two in the bagel shop, you're seeing this, like, and so are your familiars.
So, like, are aliens invading? Because I think we could close up shop.
What's
if
the
that
deal
does
here?
happen.
And you hear sirens start to go off.
If they declare martial law, we can totally skip work.
The sirens are basically like the kind of siren you would hear in an emergency, and you start hearing people like clattering and screaming outside. And if you look out the window of the bagel shop, you see them running away, like towards out of town, like out of the city. In your school, on your campus and university, out that same window, you can see like students like running and like screaming, and you start seeing them being chased by objects and and stuff, like a bush that has like started moving, and it's like running after someone and running, and slowly it goes from being a bush and turns into a peacock. And you see like a fire hydrant that is like wiggling from side to side and like bouncing up and bouncing up, and like suddenly it is like a groundhog, and it starts like ding ding ding, like starts like crawling towards people that are running away.
Pogo stick kangaroo.
And then you see a pogo stick.
Whoa!
And it's a kangaroo.
What? That was so weird because first it was like a pogo stick, which is kind of strange because normally a person needs to like hop on the pogo stick and NORAD, and we see this, but then it's like it just turned into a kangaroo, which is like,
dude,
I don't know what the strangest part about that is.
We gotta get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
Taroom, what's the quick? How do we get away from these things?
Also, quick question: with these hands, when do we like discard and reshuffle?
You're done now. We're out of combat, so yeah, you
Reshuffle?
reshuffle.
Cool. Cool.
Also, Chiru, you keep saying things like draw and show them, and I just feel like you're talking in a language I don't understand.
Taroom is not saying any of that.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Taroom
I
is
wasn't
not-
throwing you under the bus.
If anything that's only
I've
like
never-
habitual meta snake.
Never said that in character. Never did.
You clearly said that when we were off screen.
Don't know what you're talking about.
Lander's fucking high, dude.
Lander's very high.
Lander really did microdose the coffee.
Look, it's not microdose, and if you just take like half a gram.
All right.
Okay.
We're all very shuffled.
Yes.
I can hear it. You did a great job, everyone. Leon.
Yes, I just want to say, while all of that chaos is happening, Leon with his 5 awareness didn't really notice all of it, at least not for a minute, because the lightning strike happened right at the moment the bird died, and Leon just looked at that and said, "Pencils down." And which, thank you, Sam. A paw then flies over, and Leon reflexively high fives it and says, "Whoa, I've never high fived before." And Ash looks at Leon as if to say, "You have, you just don't remember." And I'm gonna go open up my laptop and start, after I see what's going on outside, start quickly looking through the student directory because I recognize one of the people from my friend vision as a student.
Wit.
Wit. That's my baby. That's a 2 for 13.
Yeah.
So,
Okay.
So I find Delilah's number.
Find Delilah immediately.
Cool.
All contact information. Like
Cool. Then okay, if I find
you
all
even see her class schedule, and you know that she like 20 minutes ago just got out of practice.
Then I'm going to text her since I have all info, and I feel like Leon is more comfortable texting than calling whenever
Sure.
he can get away with it. So text Leon "Hey, it's Leon. ... Professor Blood. Goofy emoji. I'm trying to find you because I had a vision that we're friends and we'll accidentally send tweet. Sorry, I meant to say and we'll save the... Sorry, accidentally send tweet. Sorry, the world. Where are you? LOL. Sorry, not LOL. Oops, send.
Ka-chow! 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 Ka-chow!
From Cars?
I really need to.
From Cars.
Silence
Wait.
this.
Wait. I almost want to do this as a character, but I don't know if Cars exists in Terra. No, I don't think it does.
Silent.
Dang
Oh my
it.
god. Oh, Leon the Professor.
Okay.
Is texting me.
And Crumpet climbs over to and is pretty much holding himself between your palms, where your thumbs are.
Mm-hmm.
So he's just holding himself up so he can look at your phone while you're looking at it. Just like old times, right, Delilah?
I'm sure. My memory is still jogging its way back.
Okay, so it's Leon.
Yes, this is my favorite professor. He's so
But he's your favorite
wonderful.
professor?
Yeah, he's the sweetest.
Leon's a professor here, huh?
Yeah. So yeah, he's saying
He's a cold-blooded killer where I'm from. I'm just kidding. He's
We
not.
call him Professor
I
Blood.
We call him Dr. Black.
I shoo Crumpet back up my arm, get out of here.
All right.
And I just I'm texting.
Delilah, what are you texting?
What
are you saying, Delilah? You should turn the sound off on that.
I thought I did. Fuck. Okay. I'm just texting back. Hey, Leon. I'm in the West Wing right now.
Are you happy? Are you very pleased with this?
No, I'm making stuff up.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm in the West Wing. I'm heading to your classroom. I'll see you soon. Send.
Oh yeah! I got a text.
Back in the bagel shop.
So you're
Sure.
telling me We have to go fight?
Yes, we do not go away. We go too.
But we're gonna get killed. I don't think you understand how.
Norad,
I
we
don't
will
think you
not
understand
get
how
killed.
this works
You
here.
have no idea what you have been through and what you have done.
That's correct.
You
We have
too,
no idea.
Lambda.
And Lander's like sitting on the floor, has like an arm around like a land shark, and is just feeding them more bagels, and occasionally just
We have to restock those.
There, we need
Not
to.
if the world ends.
That's a fair point.
Okay, well, fuck it then. And Norad pulls out, goes over to like a little backpack that he keeps behind the counter and pulls out a can of spray paint and just starts tagging the wall.
Oh
This
hell
bagel
yeah,
shop.
dude! Yeah, fuck the establishment.
The world's gonna end, right? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
If the world, we don't have to sell
Hold on.
bagels at the world's end.
Make it quick. We do need to save the world.
Hey, NORAD, you want to
Hold
loot some
on.
stores?
Wait a minute, Lambda.
Maybe.
Look at my name is Charoom.
It's Charoom.
But it's far more fun to refer to the talking baby as baby.
At least this is the same.
Are you sure? I feel like if we so-called had like an existing history.
You can just say history.
Why did you stop
Could.
him?
Nah, I feel like we rise a lot, but I feel like we have a deep, deep respect.
That's
Am I,
so
like-
cool. Can you get us to the center of town?
You have a car, right?
My license is suspended, but also yes.
Well, it's the end of the world.
Right?
Cops are
I was
probably
driving it
also running.
anyway.
Okay, fuck it. Let's go save the world.
You two step outside.
Yeah, how about you save the world and I will watch?
You step outside with your familiars, and you see these wisps of light, like
Oh, so
Just-
pretty.
emanating, just gliding through the streets of the city.
Cherub, are those good or bad lights?
Well, those are veins. And they're mostly good, unless they're corrupted.
Like, if that one's bright red, does that mean it's corrupted?
You can see a bright red one?
Yeah, this is right. You can't?
No,
It's like right here. Hang on.
I don't see you holding anything.
It kind of flew away, but like, it's just kind of floating in the air. Nah?
If
What
I,
about you, Lanchard?
If I remember correctly, you have spirit seeing goggles, don't you?
Something like that.
Yeah. Oh. Okay, this was important. Wanda could always see, every spirit.
Oh.
Okay,
Can I,
so
talk to them?
you're
Like,
gonna navigate us through all the ghosts, I guess, that are just here in
Spirits,
the
veins.
city.
Well, they're not really ghosts. They are, they're like spirits of a
Wait, wait, wait.
location.
Charoom,
They're not people.
we can't. I mean, this is not something we can just do, right? Like, we can't just go. I'm not gonna just go save the world on my own.
You're
So,
not.
We gotta
And
get the rest of
Sharoom
them.
points at Lander.
No, yeah, he's fine, but like,
I
we gotta
don't
get
feel
the
like
rest of
I'm,
them.
world-saving material, to be honest with you. I frankly think all the people who are running away have the right idea.
How can we? Wait, I can call the school. They'll have the professor's number, right, Leon?
Oh, yeah, where we were from, there were communication devices that you could just talk to each other.
Here they're just called iPhones.
I've got-
iPhones.
Quick question for you, Chirim. So in the past, do I just I talk to these things? Like, hello, spirit? And then
And you say hello, spirit, and it pulses in your hand, and you hear hello.
hello? Oh, yeah, none of you heard that, right? It's a hello back.
I did not hear that.
Alright, hang on one second. Dear spirit, can you help us save the world?
And as this is speaking to you, you're hearing it. It's like its voice echoes back and forward in your own head as it's talking. And it says, there is no helping you.
Yeah, you sound a lot like my dad. Are you sure? Are you able to like open like a portal to like the spirit zone, and then we could just take like
to
just
fucking
hang
ghosts.
on. Hey, well, yeah. I mean, you're talking to a baby. What's weirder today? At least ghosts. I've seen Ghostbusters. Ghosts talk in Ghostbusters.
You know, I haven't seen Baby Busters.
Yeah, I have not seen Baby Busters because it's a terrible idea for a movie. Anyway, so like Spirit, can you open like a portal to like the spirit zone? Can you like drop us off? Like, what can you do for me? Or I guess I should say, what can I do for you?
All you can do for me is wait. There is nothing you can do to save this place. I did not bring us here. We are here accidentally. And being here, though seeming like the same location, it is not. And before long, we will all be tainted.
Okay, so the spirit thing is, well, A, a total downer. B, apparently they got brought here on accident. And hang on, so we will all become tainted? Can we, like, stop the tainting?
You will not become tainted. We will.
Right.
This is great, and I love it. But if we're gonna, okay. We're gonna get in your car. Okay, I'm gonna make a plan.
Yeah.
We're gonna make a plan.
Hang on.
Because things happen when we make plans, right? We're gonna get in your car. We're gonna drive to the university. We're gonna...
Yeah, let's start driving.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
And you, can you both draw awareness for me?
Yes.
You are welcome to use also, what did you get?
7 out of... And my awareness is an 8. So
Okay.
I keep below.
And 5 for...
I pass. I have an 11.
Okay, great. So you both like feel that like rumbling and like just like stopping. You're kind of closer. The bagel shop is a little closer to the like the city, into the city than the university is. And when you look back for a moment to see what is happening, it appears as though like off in the distance, it's not even like super nearby you at the moment, but you see a building, like the tallest building in Troon, starting to like shift back and forth.
Oh no, it's a mega pogo kangaroo.
That's fucking bad. Let's go.
Delilah, you make it to the professor's office. You pass by a couple more like people like running away from like you see some ping pong balls that people were playing with in like a break room that turn into mice and just like chase people away. And these mice with like that are like ice breathing and
Ice mice.
ice mice.
Ice mice.
Nice.
My ice.
Nice ice mice.
Ice mice.
Leon, do you go to your classroom?
So I was going to wherever I would think to have found her at this time. No, you sent me a text
Yeah.
back that
So
said
go
you
to
were
the
going.
classroom.
So yeah, I would go there.
Okay.
Cool. So you both
Cool.
meet at this classroom, and you're still carrying your mirror shield.
No, I strapped it to my back.
Okay.
So I was running with it on my back.
And is your ferret scarfed around your neck?
I think it was like riding my shoulder, but like
Okay.
watching behind, and also like kind of in directions.
Cool. So you meet up in this classroom.
Delilah,
Hey, Leon.
it's good to see you. I am
to see
extremely nervous.
I am too. Is that Ash?
I think so.
Crumpet.
Cool.
Oh.
Ah, yours talks.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yours doesn't?
No,
No.
that's why I say I think so.
So that was really fun and everything, but can we get going?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had this vision about, I think, stopping some unstoppable force from destroying us all.
Okay. It's really important that you listen to me for like a minute, okay?
Ash, I love you, but I'm so glad that you can talk.
Okay. So Delilah and Leon, I don't know where NORAD and Lander are, and I don't know where Charum and Landshark are, but we were stopping something, and I don't remember exactly what that was, but it was something big And I think it's here, and you're not Leon, and you're not Delilah.
You mean Leon Montgomery Blood?
Well, yes, Leon Montgomery
That's me.
Blood.
I am him.
Well, I know that.
I knew your middle name started with
Damn
M. I had a feeling.
And one big breath and he just recovers. Yes, that is your secret now. It is our secret now. Please don't go spreading it.
No, I won't.
Please, thank
I
you.
just have a lot of people who owe me money now.
Damn it!
What's the fastest way to get to where we need to go? Do you have vehicles here?
Well, where do we need to go, Crumpet?
To where? And then Crumpet like hops off of you and like jumps from desk to desk, goes over and like pulls some blinds to the side and points out to this like in the center of the city, just like this beam that is like shooting electricity off from the sides, and you start seeing like wisps of light that are like weaving through the city. And then I mean, that you're pointing that direction. Also, you see the tallest building in Troon start like wavering from side to side, and you feel like a little bit of like a.
Can I draw awareness? Because my trophy is I'm able to see ghosts.
Oh yeah.
Oh, you can see ghosts too.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Can you see ghosts?
No, but Spencer can.
Yeah. Cool. Yeah.
That's the ghost side of the table.
Yep.
We're the ghost side.
Oh, hell yeah. I just matched it.
Sweet.
Nice.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. So you see these white, with like lights weaving through the city, but then you also see red lights weaving through the city.
What are those red lights?
I don't see any red lights, but that's normal for me.
And
Crumpet, what are those red lights?
well, Delilah, I can't see them really either. But I guess like I can see the white ones a little bit. I would assume that they're veins, which is like a spirit.
Like a ghost?
Well, no,
Like a ghost?
sort of, but like they're like spirits of a location, you know?
Spirits of a location.
Yeah.
Answer me one question right now, Crumpet. Do I need to be afraid of the veins?
Not unless they're corrupted.
Are they corrupted?
I don't know.
Okay.
Do you mind a
Professor.
sidecar? What?
What?
Do you mind a sidecar?
Do you mind a sidecar?
Not at all. You have a fucking sidecar?
Yeah.
Shit, yeah! Let's do
It's
this!
never been broken in.
Oh my god, we're gonna break it in for you.
Okay.
Do you have a tiny helmet?
I was just gonna ask that, Crumpet. You're a mind reader. Do you have a helmet and a tiny helmet?
I have 2 helmets. One I've worn, one I haven't. The one I haven't worn would probably fit you.
Okay.
I have nothing small for you two.
We'll get you an acorn. Okay, let's go.
Okay.
So you get in your
We run to my
moped?
scooter.
Your scooter?
I have a scooter with a sidecar.
Let's
Yeah.
all 4 of you do some agility
Okay.
checks.
Us seekers or our familiars?
Seekers.
Seekers. Okay, cool.
Alright, Landshark, you're gonna totally wreck my car, so you'll just like swim underneath, okay? Okay.
Okay, I succeeded. It's
I
good when
succeeded.
driving.
Yeah.
I'm driving and I did not.
I failed by 1.
Oh,
failed by 1.
Yeah.
And you.
your agility's worse than mine.
So-
You're an athlete.
I know, that's what
So
I need to
Norad
work
and Leon,
on.
you
Oh, yeah.
succeed, and
Your
Delilah
mind's pretty
and
bad
Lander.
too.
Yeah.
You're a bad athlete.
Hey, I don't care about tennis. My mom does.
Yeah, so Delilah getting to the vehicle with the sidecar, the scooter with the sidecar and everything, and even like going along.
Wait, you succeeded. You pulled 7 for 8, right?
That's a 3, not
The
an 8.
3?
Wait, for agility.
Never
though.
mind. Yeah, no,
Oh,
you're good.
agility? Never mind. I was
Well-
looking at your might.
But I thought it needed to be
You
You
need to be
did pass.
below for these.
Oh right.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, sorry.
It's high for combat, low for skill
Okay,
checks.
so I just squeezed in.
So everybody did except for Lander.
Okay.
Narratively, that makes sense.
Driving.
Who is driving? Who is driving? So yeah, you two, Leon and Delilah and Crumpet and Ash, like you're making good time. You're like avoiding, pretty much like any trees like are falling over, like hitting the road, and then turning into like giant snakes, like that are weaving through the city themselves, and like light posts and stuff. Like the world around you is like collapsing and then reforming as like these different animal kin all over the place. Some of them like are just docile seeming. They like come to and they go over and like eat some grass and stuff like that. But some of them, you see some other people in the city just like running away screaming, like people in cars, and the car is like stopped by like a gorilla and like picked up and like slammed back down. That's the kind of stuff that you're seeing as you're going through the city. You two not making great time necessarily. Having a hard time.
I don't care if it's the end of the
Drive
world.
faster.
It's
You
a
have
red
to drive
light,
fast.
NORAD.
There's no one on the road.
My license is currently suspended. I'm not gonna get pulled over by driving recklessly.
I think NORAD reaches over and just like smacks your leg. The leg
No.
that is.
Let's do an opposed roll.
Okay.
Opposed might.
Yeah.
Okay.
Plus,
might.
so I got a total of 9.
I got a total of also 9.
So you're like snapping.
No, Red, no!
And then Sharoom pokes out of the
I slam
back-
on the brakes when this happens, by the way.
You're at a red light. Your own rules. So Sharoom like pokes out of the window, like takes an arrow and shoots the red light. So it's just like the whole thing just goes whoo, crashes on the road like in front of you. Sharoom gets back in the vehicle. What red light?
I just like put my hand out like, yeah,
Yeah,
okay.
for a low
This is the
five.
first thing.
Low five
this is the
nuts.
first thing we agree on.
When a traffic light is not functionally properly, it is effectively equivalent to the stop right. I will yield to the right, and then we will go proceeding with caution.
Right before you go across, a giant caterpillar just like like runs across the street.
Yeah, let's run the red light, Lander. Yeah, hey,
Okay,
Lander, what
well,
sounds like a good
none
idea?
of us
Let's
could've-
get eaten by a giant caterpillar, Lander. That's what y'all sound like.
None of us could have seen that coming. It came very fast, and I didn't realize caterpillars are quiet.
Okay, but we're going. So we're gonna like go to the university,
Yeah.
and then meet up with our
Yeah.
best friends from another world,
Yeah?
and then save this world.
Yeah.
True. We'll save this world, like turn all of, like the plants and animals back into like plants and objects, or like.
I don't even know what's going on right now. I don't know.
Hang on, spare it.
Yes.
You know what? Go
You're just
away.
carrying that around?
Well, I don't know. I just feel
That
like
thing could
Yes.
be dangerous.
Well, like that
already
thing could be
dead.
dangerous. Chirim like shot a spider bear.
Oh,
It's a baby with wings.
I'm definitely dangerous.
He's
Yeah.
not- doesn't. Well,
You lost the fight to the baby, so like you kind of lost this one. But
I retract that fist bump.
all right, get out of here, Spirit. You're useless.
Okay. So
Wow.
wait. Are we to the university?
No.
Okay,
You're- So
how
this
far
was
from
still.
it are
You
we?
started like moving. You, Leon, and Delilah see a giant caterpillar just like mosey on, like right beside you, like you're driving past it.
I take out my phone and I'm like Instagramming or whatever that your phone
Sure.
is. I'm like,
Don't tag
this
me.
is something you do not see every day.
And you
Are you
see,
filming this or is that a picture?
This is wild. I'm filming.
Oh, okay. That's fine.
What?
Am
you
I
want
in
me
it?
to- Yeah, you want me to take?
No, I don't
a
want to be
picture?
in it.
Oh no.
But I don't want people to know I don't want to be in it.
Oh, I don't have to tag you.
Well, don't tag me, but I also don't.
Well, I could. How about I take a picture of you and then I just send it to you so you can have it for your own.
and as you're
private
having this
collection.
conversation, you see another car that is like driving, and it's like it's going straight, and like you're perpendicular to it right now.
There's just yelling going
Okay.
on.
Okay, so it's
can you
okay.
turn this way? The angle.
Not really.
Well, the sun's
don't-
coming.
All I'm
this
saying
way,
is
so
the
I-
baby
No,
is
you
really
just- you
strong.
can't-
You understand I have to be
Click!
focused
I
on the
got it.
the
Oh
road.
my god, we know those guys. Hey, hey.
And
Slam on the brakes.
hey, are
you guys our best friends?
Shroom hits the windshield.
Can I use this?
Oh
moment
shit, we should get a baby seat. Oh god, I killed a baby.
I
I'm
want,
fine.
He's fine.
I just want to use this moment to establish that Ash loves to chase land shark and like play with land sharks. So I think seeing them, Ash like runs and tries to like find land sharks.
Land Shark's been underground.
Yeah.
But like the second we stop, Land Shark's gonna like poke his head and be like.
And then Ash is like behind him, just like following. And then
Probably
chasing.
Land Shark's probably gonna find you and like chase you for a minute.
Yeah.
Leon, Delilah.
Hi. I've
we-
never met you, but I believe you're my best friends.
Yeah,
Okay, so
hi.
we're all on the
All
same
the
page.
there?
Hi.
Okay. Hey, can I just say one thing? This is freaking weird.
Yeah, that's what I'm
We're
saying.
also
No kidding.
kind of awesome.
I mean,
well-
I'm extremely I'm concerned and I'm very stressed out right now.
So, what are your animals, or I guess animal kin? Is that-
Crumpet can speak for himself.
Oh, your socks too?
Oh, are you getting shy?
Well,
This is Crumpet.
And
I like your
Crumpet,
holsters.
Crumpet like is on hind legs and just like steps forward.
Wait, can I add something?
Yeah.
He's like twirling a little tuft of my hair because he's just like a little nervous.
You should all know me. I'm Crumpet. But apparently you don't know me, so this is. I'm not good at meeting new people.
Crumpet, he's badass. You're gonna love him.
Yeah.
Okay, no, go ahead.
Well, I was gonna say if you two, Lander,
Is that
and
a
Nora,
sword?
No,
Shield.
it's just a shield. There's no sword with this one. And when you see it, you were just like enamored with your own vision.
Whoa.
Sorry. It's a distracting shield.
Okay.
If you two are anything like me, you do
Probably
know all
not.
of us within your soul. You might not know us in your brain, but
I
your
would
soul
just
and
like
heart
to
do.
say, for my own comfort, since like we haven't actually all met, hello. My name is Lander.
Hi, Lander.
This is very weird to me. I just needed to get that off my chest. It's so
Yeah,
weird
it's
for
just,
like
like,
people you like
strange.
don't know to like keep using your name like they know
This is
you.
like when you run into someone at a party for like the third time in your life, and you're like, I should know your name by now, but I definitely don't.
You know what this is like? This is like kindergarten, where you're best friends with the first person you
Yeah.
meet immediately.
Yeah.
And there's no judgment going on here. So.
Should we deal with the giant building that is
Oh yes,
Right,
killing?
yes.
Actually,
Yeah.
do you guys know, is this anything? And Leon pulls out of his small purse that has just his necessaries, half of a stale cookie.
Oh, that's half a
and
stale cookie.
This is a stale cookie that Leon has had for a long time. It was the only thing he had put in a time capsule when he was a child, but he never knew why it was important, and he still doesn't.
You if I recall, okay.
You remember how the stale cookie works?
Yes.
Okay.
You feel a pull of the cookie
Mm-hmm.
toward the building
Cool.
in the center of town.
Oh. Never mind, I figured it out. And I put the cookie back in the Ziploc bag in my purse. Oh, it's like a magnet to the danger.
Oh, so it's basically like a compass.
No,
You
it's
want to roll a wit?
it's like a I suppose.
Yeah.
see that
Or
I can
draw a wit.
Sure.
Yeah.
That's a 3 for 11.
3 for 11.
3 under 11. so.
Okay. Yeah.
I pulled 2, 3, 3.
Yeah. This makes I think you're. I mean, like anthropology and philosophy is a really great background for like sort of determining not only kind of what's going on, but also what this might be. So I would say if you want.
Yeah, I feel like, I mean, Leon is like very much just kind of rolling with the punches as much as he can right now. So he like feels that this thing is pulling towards where he already knows stuff is bad. He can only imagine that this is connected. He's just like, for some reason, the stale cookie is bringing me towards the pulsing in the middle of town.
And when you're like thinking about that and you're holding this stale cookie, you get a flash yourself
Huh?
of you breaking the cookie in half
Why would I do that?
and
I love cookies.
slipping it into someone's pocket.
He is like, his eyes flash white and he looks at you all. It's in a pocket. Ash, we have to go. And he starts like almost confidently trying.
Sharoom finally gets out of the car after having like hit his head on the windshield, like flies out and is like, "Oh, hey everyone! I'm so glad that we're finally together."
Our baby talks.
Yeah,
Oh.
he's like my like baby. Are you my son?
No,
that how that
I'm your
works?
familiar.
Okay, so
Okay.
you're like Ash,
I'm like, well, yeah, I'm like Ash. and
but you're a
Pompey.
baby.
But we don't share genetic material.
No.
Okay.
Are you sure? Have you gotten tested? You look a lot alike.
Don't you think you should cover him up? I mean, he's just going around butt naked.
But he's, I mean,
Hey, that's
I-
baby's judge.
Ash is
hey,
naked?
this is way more thought than I've put into
I mean, I'm just saying
anything.
there are a lot of people with phones, iPhones, they could be taking pictures and then that would...
I just, like, I feel like that's low on the priority list with, like, buildings move. You know
Okay,
what?
I agree.
and
I think you're both right. It's
After
low,
a
but it should
while-
happen.
I think Nora just pulls out, like, his change of... Because he's still in bagel uniform.
Yeah.
And pulls out, like, his, like a baggy, like, gray t-shirt and just hands it to Chirum. Just wear this.
I'm gonna do that.
Trim takes the shirt. Okay. Thank you.
Yeah, okay. So...
And Trim, like, will like ball it up and go and put it in the car.
After a while, your mind just kind of starts to autofill the diaper, you know? You just feel like it's...
Sure.
I kind of see it, like, I just picture, like, they're wearing a banner all the time, you know? Just like Baby New Year's, like... But I'm just kind of autofilling that, because I'm not really trying to pay too attention, because I feel like my mind couldn't process it.
Awareness, everyone. And you can roll your... You can draw your familiars if you want.
I'll pull for my familiar.
Either yours or your familiars.
Shit.
I mean, actually, I'll just use it for Leon because I passed for him. So
Cool.
yeah.
I tied.
Time.
I
So
exactly
you succeed.
tied. Yep.
5 for an 8.
Everyone succeeds. So
Cool.
you're having this conversation, and you're sort of distracted, but you do catch this. You are slowly being surrounded by, like, dozens and dozens of familiars. Some are flying, like of animalkin, I should say. Some are flying, and some are like coming out of the ground. And some of them are even like, walking on all fours. There's a cheetah there that has like 13 legs. And they like rotate around the body.
Oh my god.
Yeah, and there's another kangaroo, but it has wheels instead
a
of
rotoroo.
instead of feet. And
It's
there,
a spinaroo.
yeah, and there are lizards. There's that like king salamander thing, like that giant salamander that's just like that. And when it opens its mouth, like other animal can start coming out of its mouth.
Oh no.
What can come out of it?
Other
Like it
animal
opens
can.
its mouth and like other animal can are like coming out.
Oh my god.
Some of them like other lizards, snakes, geckos, smaller animal can.
All right, everyone into the car. We're being surrounded. Let's not do that. All right, cool. All right.
Are you okay to drive?
Is anyone really?
I am.
Alright, Leon's gonna drive.
You have a scooter? Get in. Let's go.
And they're like closing in on all of you.
I'll leave you behind
Like
if you want to
pretty much like almost no room to go anywhere.
Okay, everybody in the car, let's get out of here.
I
Land
would-
Shark, clear an opening.
Chirum is going to stay put.
Chirum, let's go. In the car, come on.
Unnecessary.
We're being surrounded by these things.
There's no need to fight today. We will all be on our way.
So this is Chirum using Song of Peace. So once a day, your familiar can sing a signature song that puts people at ease. People who hear this song cannot enter combat even if they're hostile to one another, but the song cannot end combat if it's already started.
And all of the animal can like settle, like the ones that are flying settle on the ground, and they perch on the other animal can and are like just sitting there, almost like one of those like watering hole moments in the wild where everyone's just at peace together.
It's such a calming tune. Like I feel like my mother used to sing that as a lullaby. You know.
Yeah, Leon just like has a single tear that he has shed.
That was actually... You are actually good at this.
Yeah, wait,
Chirum,
will
that
you
was
sing that again? That was
It was extremely
I-
moving.
that's
Well,
really nice.
I can sing it again, but
I
we
feel
should
like I
be
was at
going.
the opera.
Yeah,
Cool.
okay, so
Well,
car?
I mean, and I know I'm good at this, but so are all of you. We wouldn't have chosen you if you weren't good.
Oh shit, Land Shark, do you believe in me?
And Land Shark just like is like half in the ground right now, digs all the way out, and just like head nods like very very fast. Like,
I'm not gonna.
Hey,
Aw, Land Shark.
are we maybe gonna save the world today?
If I'm correct and we are actually awake and not dreaming, then yes, I think so. Are you sure I can't drive?
and you hear a
Yeah, you can drive.
Cool. I'm gonna get into position to
you
drive.
just hear this like crumbling, and you look over and smoke and debris is starting to like fall like through the city streets, as one of the buildings that this building just ran into starts to collapse.
Is this the giant building?
The giant building is not collapsing. It is running into other buildings and they are collapsing.
Do I recognize this building?
This giant building?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Is it maybe the spiral?
it is.
Hey, I think I know how to get us in there.
That's where the cookie's pointing me, right? Is the building, or is it? Does it
it-
pull us a different spot?
It's pulling towards the building, yeah.
Okay,
If that's where we need to
building
go,
that's moving?
we'll do it. Am I driving us there, or are we running? Because we need to move, buddies.
I don't know. I just think it's not super cool. I know we're like magical best friends and stuff, but it's like, come on, it's my car, dude.
I'm gonna start. I start driving.
okay.
Yeah.
I've already given Leon the
Clearly, there's
keys.
nothing else to say about this. Yeah. I start driving, and William, I want to do something in secret from the other player. I think to whisper to you really quick. Tell me if I need to pull for this.
Okay.
It's funny because like Jonas is entirely off screen. Like William, can you lean a little further to your left so that both of you are off screen?
Combine into
The
a
face is off, so like it's working for me
Yes.
perfectly.
Okay. Do I need to pull for that, or draw for that, or?
No, yeah, it's fine. It happens.
Okay. Cool.
Okay. Cool. So you start driving,
Cool. And I'm just like
and
following.
these, the animal can that were in like surrounding you parked so that you can drive through.
Cool. So I'm gonna drive not too fast, but fast enough. So like safe still, being careful.
Yeah, I don't have a chariot, so just like be careful.
I'm always careful. That's how I got my license. And Ash is like
Kill?
writing in the windowsill. No, how dare you? I'm a pacifist.
Okay, that's
He's really,
fair.
well, but then he moonlights as Leon the Professional.
But your last name is Blood.
I don't
Yeah,
like to
I
talk
remember
about
that from the vision. Like Dr. Blood.
Yeah,
like,
Dr. Blood.
Is that
I
like
know.
your real
Troom
last
was
name?
talking
That's
about
definitely
you,
made
like,
up.
killing
Blood is-
people for
No,
sure.
the Bloods have been a proud family for many generations.
I feel
don't
like
know what to tell
you're
you.
clearly a cold-blooded mass killer. Like I feel like you're the
You're
deadliest.
starting
of
to
us
hurt
all.
my feelings. I would never hurt anyone or their feelings.
Cut to.
What's my name? Delilah like lightly punches Lander. Like, come on, man.
Yeah.
Olan
I don't know. I'm a little freaked out about this situation, so I feel like maybe letting a few social courtesies slide. Hello, I'm Lander. I already said that. Damn it! Stop talking.
You all drive. Well, you drive,
Mm-hmm.
Leon, and you're going. It's kind of hard to see with the debris of that building that went down, but you're
Ash is probably helping me too, pointing stuff out.
yeah. No, yeah, absolutely, and you're getting through. You're having to maneuver around like light posts that have come down and like street lights that have come down and are like slowly turning into other animal kin, like all around you, and you're getting closer and closer to this building. And can you roll me an awareness or
Yeah.
draw an awareness for me?
I'm gonna focus on the road and have Ash tell me if anything weird happens. So I'm pulling for Ash if that's cool.
Okay, and it's a 6 for what?
6 for 13. No, sorry, for 11.
6 for 11. Okay, yeah. Ash immediately catches a person that like is running into the road.
I will slam on the brakes if I have to, but hit the brakes so as not to hit the person.
And they and you have to slam because they stop like right in front of you.
Cool.
And like hands on the car, and they look at you for a moment.
Hey.
Hi.
Hey, are you okay, buddy?
Buddy.
Sorry,
Or
we're trying to get
friend?
somewhere.
Yeah,
or
we've got-
do you want to get in or what? Otherwise, get out of our way.
Hey, do you have like powers too?
Um,
Or like a familiar, I guess?
and you say that, and a snake slithers up the shoulder, like around the body of this person, and just continues like moving around them. Leon and Lander.
Oh shit.
I know how
Norad.
this goes.
NORAD.
Wait.
Delilah.
Hey, Lander's gonna say this kind of quietly. Wait, if we're all like friends, sort of, what if this guy's like an old enemy of ours?
Well, if this is if this is what it feels like, then as an enemy, he's also a friend, like a rival situation.
Oh yeah,
That's how it feels to me.
That makes sense, you know. And then there's like the big, like the evil thing that we'd fight, but he would be like, "Yeah, smell you later."
Yeah.
Hey, are you like?
Sorry. What?
Friend
go
or
on.
foe?
Oh, hey. Do you know? Do you all know what's going on?
No.
No.
You don't.
More than we do.
Well, I don't know. I don't know what you're trying to say there.
Like we have like visions and shit, so we like sort of have impressions, but like not really.
It's more that we have known, and I think we're accessing information we've had in past or concurrent lives, but in different sort of dimensions. How familiar are you with the concept of like a multiverse?
Whatever. There's a big building that's like doing some stuff.
Yes.
Yeah, that's where we're headed.
And Sharoom and Crumpet like both like lean into to both of you. So like Sharoom like leans in. Do you know this person?
Not even a little bit.
Nah, dude.
They look so familiar. I don't.
Can I draw awareness?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Can I draw wit?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also,
A 10 of hearts for an 8.
For an 8. Okay.
I also have a 10 for wit for 11.
10 for 11. 11
11.
for
9.
9.
I'm gonna lean out the window and go. Lander's gonna pop up and I'm gonna toss him with another bagel.
Great. So
Anybody wants some bagels? I just kind of brought it
yeah,
back.
you don't. It doesn't like really seem. I mean, like it's hard to tell what's going on, but you.
Yeah, Leon rolled under, or pulled
Yeah, you pulled under.
Drew under. Excuse me.
There's something about the person that feels off to you,
Okay.
but it's like not readily apparent. Could be that it is just very strange that you have run into another person who knows who you are. Like,
Can I, does Ash have any reaction to this person?
Ash seems confused.
Okay.
Like kind of like how Sharoom and also like Crumpet leaned over and pretty much was like, Delilah, hey, I feel like if this person knows you from the other and they have an animal kin, I feel like I would know who they are, but it's like I can't, you know.
Maybe they have a shield. Maybe they have a power of like they're shielding their identity to us.
Is it possible? Sorry, I don't like to eavesdrop, but I couldn't help it because this car is small. That wasn't a burn.
It's cozy.
It is cozy and I like it. Is it
You drive a
possible that this
scooter.
person is possibly the one who is doing this or has done this to us or something? We have to go.
Yeah. Are you in or out, person?
I can get. It seems pretty cramped in there.
You have
Get
1
in the
second to
back.
get in the car.
Okay, I'll get in. I mean, I guess pop the trunk. I'll climb in.
Oh, it's bottom right.
I do it.
Okay, and they climb in.
Cool.
So let me get your opinion on this real quick. So like you just meet someone and theoretically you're like best friends. Does that make it okay for you to drive their car?
I'm gonna start moving. As
Are you
soon
talking
as
to the
I
person
can.
in the trunk?
Yeah.
Okay. I guess I think that.
And we're moving.
Wait, you just met some. What are you talking about?
Yeah, like we're totally strangers, but like we're not.
You're all strangers.
Yeah, but we're like not.
No, no, you're not. We're all friends.
What's your name? You haven't told us your name yet.
My name is Calvin.
Calvin or Kelvin?
Calvin. Not like the
Calvin?
temperature.
Is your snake named Hobbs? Sorry.
I was wondering the
Sorry.
same thing. I was going. Delilah, it's all right. I was
That's
going the same
delightful.
place.
Is that a
Thank you,
reference or
thank
something?
you.
I don't get it. I don't understand it.
Yeah, it's a movie.
Okay.
Wait a minute. Are you?
Yeah, it has the rock rocks it.
We're all friends, though.
So, Calvin.
Wait, no, my name's Calvin. I mean, like, you don't remember me?
No. We all got flashbacks of each other. And that's kind of how when we first saw each other, we were able to recognize one another, but you weren't in them.
You got flashbacks.
Can I draw awareness now to try and be like, force myself to have a flashback of sorts?
You can draw awareness. I'm trying to see something. Yeah, go ahead. Sure.
I
And I'm
didn't draw
specifically
awareness
continuing
before.
to follow the pull of the cookie.
Cool.
That's going to be an 8 for 11.
An 8 for 11. Okay, yeah. You don't get like a vision or anything, but like this, you can tell that this person is lying. Like they're like, at least their name isn't Calvin. Like
We should all remember.
Lander's going to be like, what?
That means.
hey, what's going on? What was the what about?
No, we're just.
Oh, we thought we
talking
saw
up
something,
here.
but we did not.
Yeah, well, I hope you saw something. We're trying to chase down that big building, right?
I mean, we could use all the help we get, right? Who's to say?
So, like, can your snake talk?
I start texting Leon, even though I know you're driving, for you to just see later.
Well, here, I'll just answer your phone.
Oh, yeah, I'm getting some text. Do you mind? Actually, you shouldn't. You shouldn't.
Oh, yeah, just go ahead. You know, it's fine. Just text and drive my car. That's
I'm not.
cool.
He's not texting. Hold on. He is not texting. I'm not texting. Yeah, he's not even like opening his phone.
Yeah, it's just a message for later.
Cool. Did you send it to my real life phone, or did you just tell me later when I look
I'll
at
just
it? Okay,
tell
cool,
you
cool, cool,
later,
cool.
Hey.
So, yeah, he's driving.
Hey, Charoom.
Yeah.
I feel like I remember something you can do. You remember that one time we were I think it was like we were standing on a castle or something, and you there was a guard that walked up, and you told me that they weren't who they said they were.
Yeah, they were wearing a mask. But it was like a flesh mask.
Can you tell me who the person in the trunk is? So this is a move called Heart Sight. So once per session, which we've changed to 2.
Well, yeah.
The player may ask whether a character the familiar can see has bad or good intentions regarding a topic of their choosing. So I'm going to ask, does the person in the trunk have good or bad intentions in relation to harming us?
And Charoom starts like glowing lightly, like how Hercules do in the Hercules animated movie, like as the baby.
Yeah.
When the glow happens.
Oh, yeah.
Uh-huh.
Before he drinks that stupid juice.
Yeah, that's just that slimy juice.
That's what it says on the bottle. If you like pause the movie at the right time, you can see where it says "stupid juice."
Bad juice. That bad juice. He's glowing, and then his eyes roll back into his head, and
It got spooky.
and then they pop back forward, and he stops glowing. And you hear from the back of the trunk, hey, everything all right up there?
Yeah, everything's fine. Everything's fine.
It's spelled with a C, right? Not a K?
Calvin? Do you mean like Calvin Klein?
Yeah, maybe that's what was confusing me.
But isn't Calvin Klein like Calvin with the C, but then Klein is with a K?
I don't know.
No, we're just,
Mine's a C.
Okay, cool. That's what I thought.
And Sharoom, brings you all in. I don't know who that is, but very bad intention.
Hey,
that person wants to hurt us.
Hey, Leon.
Yes.
Here's what I need you to do.
Okay.
Accelerate as quickly as possible, and then stop as quickly as possible. Everyone's got their seatbelt
well, I don't
on.
wanna hurt anybody.
Everybody pull awareness.
Okay. That is a success for Leon.
You can
Success.
use your familiar if you need.
Either way.
Success.
Landshark's playing in traffic and just messing up other car tires.
So you all succeed?
Yep.
Okay.
Lanchard, stop biting tire. Lanchard,
Then you see,
put the tire down.
as you're having this conversation, the ones in the back see like the tail of a snake, and the ones in the front see the head of a snake heading toward the accelerator for the car, and like it's just about to like get on top of your foot and to push your foot down.
Oh, the snake from the trunk.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey, buddy. And I grab the snake.
Yeah. Let's
This is combat.
enter
I
into
feel like.
combat. Yeah.
Okay, cool. We established earlier the trunk doesn't open from the inside, right? Cool.
It does not.
Just making sure that I know we said it earlier. I just want to make sure it was said again right now.
Trunks don't generally.
Although
Generally, but we have to make sure that we say that. There is no way out of the trunk.
you
from the
can
inside.
kick out the tail light and
There's no cops in the apocalypse. Okay, so we shuffle, right? Because we're going into
Yep.
combat.
Shuffle.
Oh. Whoops.
Shuffle your discard pile back into your deck.
combat.
Enter into
So
combat.
powers, the ones that are used in combat, reset each combat.
Each combat. Yep.
Cool. Okay, cool. So there's kind of no
gonna
real
kill
point
a
to like hold
snake.
back, really.
No, there isn't.
Cool.
I'm gonna kill a snake.
Well, let's try to incapacitate, okay?
No. Chirum is a force to be reckoned with.
So for the powers, which do not denote a before or after, like how soon is too soon to say, hey, the second they draw their hand, I want to use burn 3 to burn 3 of those. Speaking from a mechanical perspective.
It would be on your turn.
Cool.
So if as soon as it gets to be your turn, you can do it whenever.
Cool. And again, just to clarify, understanding order. So we draw and we just lay down a card pretty much immediately, yeah?
Not necessarily.
For
no.
sure.
No, it almost goes like single combat, single combat, single combat, single combat, single combat, like
Okay.
just like back and forth. I play one-on-one with all of you, and I use the same hand
Okay.
the whole time. Like,
Okay.
and then I draw more cards if I run out and like that kind
Wow,
of thing.
so-
So we're probably gonna go in the same agility order that we had before. So we're starting with
with Ash.
Ash. Ash is good.
So I don't necessarily want to hurt the snake at this time.
You can do skill checks in
Yeah.
battle. If you would like to do that instead, you just pull the top card off of your deck, and it would go. I will tell you right now, anything you try to do that is not like combat related, the snake is going to hurt your familiar.
Well then, let me clarify.
You're cramped and you will
Yeah.
take damage.
Of course, let me clarify. Leon has no intention of hurting the snake right now. Luckily, Leon only has to focus on driving. So Ash
Yeah.
is going to summon its 2 feet that were doing something else, and go and just like grab the snake basically and just try to like compress it and like hold it in place, but is willing to hurt it as well. So that's what Ash is starting to do. I have a card down for that.
Cool.
Is your agility lower than 13 for the snake?
Yes.
Cool. Are you going to use any powers?
Yeah, I'm going to use Bash for this.
Which doubles the card, right?
Yes. No, it plays a different card. Plays 2 cards.
A second card?
Second
Okay,
card.
cool.
Boom.
Cool. Then I'm going to... Well, I can do all this stuff after. So, let's just show him. I'm not going to use a power at this time. I'm at 13.
Okay. 23.
23? That's okay. I'm going to sabotage you. So I'm going to look at your hand and decide which card you're actually going to play this turn. So should I choose 2 or just 1 for the first one?
What's the direct rating of the card? Or of the power?
Look at your opponent's hand and decide which card they will play during your turn. Oh, also they may not play any powers this turn. I'm doing level 3. So I'm going to cancel your bash
Okay.
and just choose a card for you to play instead.
Great.
It's going to be that 10. So instead of the king.
Okay.
I'm choosing the card that
I
you
see,
play,
I see, I
and you
see.
can't use any powers.
I get it. I get it.
So,
Yeah.
which I think you have that charge of bash now.
Yeah.
It is possible, I'm thinking, that level 3 sabotage is meant to be before, but there's nothing in here that separates like higher levels.
Yeah.
So
Well,
anyway,
it's sabotage. So
yeah.
to me, it seems like you cancel the power. That all makes sense to me.
Cool.
Okay, so yeah, you succeed on that one. So what does Ash do?
Ash just like does exactly what meant to, just like grips the snake and just like squeezes and then like kind of wraps itself around the snake, kind of like how snakes will constrict.
Yeah.
And is just like squeezing.
Cool. Then we go to Crumpet. What's Crumpet doing?
Can I just charm this snake? Or can Crumpet charm the snake?
The impossible.
Oh.
Likely. I mean, if you want to do a skill check in battle, like in combat, I would tell you you can do it. You are opening Crumpet up to taking damage, just automatic damage.
Well. Okay. Then. I'm gonna use dodge power.
Dodge.
Level 1.
And what does that do?
Take no damage, deal no damage.
Oh, okay. Okay, cool. Flip the cards.
Sweet. Hell yeah.
So you had a 1 and I had a 13, and take no damage, deal no damage. So what does that look like for Crumpet? This snake is kind of being constricted by Ash currently.
I think Crumpet is just like on deck and like waiting to be back up if needed.
Starts screwing in the fangs.
Yeah. Yep.
I'm ready.
Like this voice gets deeper
Yeah, cool.
with the fangs.
And then Landshark?
Landshark is kind of outside of the car.
Yep.
I would love for Landshark. Lander's gonna call out, Landshark! Landshark! Trunk! And I want Landshark to just like take a big old bite out of the trunk, misunderstanding Lander's intentions.
Cool. In this instance, because the snake is like restricted, I will say you can make a skill check to do this.
Cool.
So just draw the top card and use your might, I think.
Is 7 out of 11.
7 out of 11. Okay, so yeah, you take a huge bite out of the trunk, like ripping it open. The car lifts up from the back and like slams back down, and then starts dragging on the ground. And you're still able to be like kind of driving, but it's like you hear grinding.
In the back, it's like, you know the scene from Jaws where Jaws is just tearing apart the back of the boat? Well, the guy is like, ah! It's that for
it's opened up enough where the like it breaks like the lock on the trunk of the car that like lifts up, but there's this huge cut out of it, so you can like see quote unquote Calvin there, and like looks into the back of the car and is like, hey, call off Landshark, call it off.
Call off Snake. Bad Snake.
No, shut up. And what is Sharoom doing?
Charoom is going to play a card, and is not going to use any powers yet.
Okay. Neither is the snake.
Okay.
9.
Queen.
All right. Cool.
So, Charoom is going to use Bleed level 1, which does... because it works backwards, right? If I don't...
No, you can use bleed level 1.
It works like spell slots.
It works like spell slots.
Okay. So, I think he's just going to use Bleed level 3 then.
Oh, okay.
Just
Why
get
not,
rid of this
right?
old snake.
Okay, so you...
This thing wants... He determined that this thing wants to do us harm, right?
Yes.
So, yeah, he's going to kill the snake.
Well, what exactly is it? It's not going to kill it.
Well, so I think he just... because it's restrained by...
You're doing 4 damage right now, right?
Yes.
Cool. Okay,
Yeah.
continue.
It is restrained by Ash, right?
Yes.
So I think he just like flies over to it in the cab, kind of like working around us, and just like pulls his bow back, like holds it out like this, and pulls the bow up like that, and then just nails the snake with the arrow.
Yeah, and I it's like squirming a bit too, so like it is hard to get like that shot still, even though it's like so close quarters. The land shark just bit out the back of the trunk. Like all that is happening at once. But yeah, absolutely, you like Shroom nails the snake with an arrow. And it like looks back, and it hisses like a cat at Shroom. And we're back to Ash.
Okay, cool. I have my card.
I'm gonna use Bash.
Using Bash? Okay,
Yeah.
cool. Yeah, I'm just gonna... I don't think I need to use either of my others right now, so...
Okay, flip them.
Cool. I'm at 13.
9.
9. Cool, I'm not gonna use any powers.
Okay. And this will do it.
Okay. So Ash, like, it was weird seeing Ash, like, constricting, because it didn't seem as much of just, like, trying to hurt, but it seemed, like, specific. Like, Ash was trying to do something in particular. And now that the snake is no longer really able to fight back, Ash finishes tying the snake into a heart. And then just holds it up at like, the card people.
Trim just does a little golf clap.
And then Ash bows. 6 hands. This is my second 6-handed character, isn't it? No, I had 4 on the
You had 4. You should have had 6.
Should have had 6.
Yeah, so then we're out of combat. You can put that all back in, do a little shuffle.
Okay.
Anyway, Landry, I was gonna say, they won't be able to get out of the trunk, will they?
Except that it just got bitten open.
It got bit what? But
Land sharks sitting there just like...
Landry, I've
Good
just
land shark.
remembered. Your dog is incredibly unhelpful.
Well...
And if you would like to do some opposed agilities, this dude is running away.
Oh,
I
yeah.
got some opposed agilities.
Ash is gonna try to tackle.
Land shark's right there. And I think...
I mean, it doesn't mean he can't get away.
For sure.
Yeah.
Cool.
Shit.
So I would like to send Ash specifically after Calvin, giving her a +1.
I would also like to send Crumpet after.
Okay.
A +1, which is unnecessary, I realized, because agility's a 13.
Oh, okay. Cool.
In any case.
You just wanted to, yeah.
And I pulled a 1, so 0. 0 or I was for 14, but yeah.
I would like to actually invoke Landshark's trait for the treacherous trail.
Okay.
And that there has been a treacherous trail when Landshark went to burrow and catch on.
True.
So there's just unearthed rubble and soil.
I'll give a
in their past.
-2 to
Cool. There's like a specific thing that it says. I don't have it pulled up in front of me, but there is like a thing that it does.
There's a thing that it does. Okay. And this is a trait, right?
Correct.
Okay. Oh goodness. Character creation. Here we go, everyone. A trait for the familiar. Oh. It's a trophy. Yeah, da-da-da-da. Go, 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 go. Familiar creation. Traits. What's the trait again?
Treacherous trail.
Okay, well these are in alphabetical order, so I wonder if I can control... No, I can't control F a PDF, can I?
Some PDF viewers you can.
I don't think this one.
Jesus.
Well, Franny's not happy.
Treacherous trail. Leaves treacherous trail behind it, which snares, trips, or otherwise stalls pursuers, such as snail slime or spider's web. They may use this trait at will once per hour. The trail lasts for 1d6 rounds. 1d6? I need to
That's
roll a
weird.
die?
What the freak?
What's the quantification for a round?
I literally didn't bring my dice today. Oh yeah,
I mean,
this is right there.
there's a bunch right there. Okay, I'm going to just take this and minus it from the
From that
roll.
roll,
Do you
cool.
want to do the roll?
And this is so we're doing a contested agility, right? Is that
Yep.
Cool.
6. Okay, Spencer rolled a 6.
cool? My total is 15 with that because I pulled a 1.
Because you pulled a 1, your
Yeah.
total is 15.
My total is going to be 19 for Landshark.
Okay, 20.
So is it...
minus 6, 14.
14, cool. So Ash gets there.
So 14, and you got a what?
15?
15?
So this is a 2 plus 10 plus 6.
No,
because
not
my
plus
agility
6.
is
Oh,
plus 6 with that.
no,
You're
no,
not getting
that's
the plus.
minus 6
No.
on that.
Oh,
Yeah,
minus
yeah.
6. Okay, so yeah, 10 plus 2 with a 12.
So 12.
Landshark's sitting on a 19, and by sitting on a 19, Landshark is just happily sitting
Yeah.
on top of Calvin.
And what did Crumpet end up with?
So it would be 8 plus 11. So
19?
Yeah.
So, but okay, so yeah, Landshark immediately like stops. Calvin's about to like start running. What does Landshark do?
Calvin immediately starts running, and immediately, like, thunk, like, foot gives, then he falls down, he's stumbling around, he tries to get back up, his arm plunges into a hollow space before, and Landshark is... and just sitting right on
Just
top
sitting
of
on
him.
him.
And then, like, turns
yeah.
around and is like, I did good?
Yeah, and Crumpet gets over there and like walks up onto Calvin's head and tussles the hair around and then gives him a couple kicks.
Ash like wraps herself around Calvin's right leg.
This was a 12 for NORAD, not for Charoom.
Oh,
So I think NORAD walks out to this whole scene as well.
yeah. So Calvin is like there. He's like, "Oh, can you get Landshark over?
Nah.
Can you please get Landshark over?
Yeah, but, like, why? You're clearly, like, a bad guy.
You want to tell us what's going on?
We're friends. Why'd you attack my familiar?
Why are you? I guess I'm here.
Yeah.
Oh, your familiar attacked my foot, by the way.
I don't.
Why are you lying to us if you're our friend?
Why are you crushing me with a shark dog? If you're
Because
a
you're
friend?
lying to us about something, which automatically makes you suspicious.
Charoom here told us you have intent to hurt us.
Charles is a baby. What does he know?
Trim is a baby.
Okay.
But I want to clarify, not just a baby. I heard the word just, and that's not an accurate word here.
All of you kind of, for some reason, didn't notice, but Charoom has the shirt wrapped around him like a diaper, and when you say "but not just a baby," Charoom like puts hands on hips, and then it falls. It just falls.
And then Ash does the duck hunt giggle again.
You just put it on, just wear it like a shirt, like a shirt do.
Like a shirt. Well, I didn't know. I didn't put this on. Ash put it on.
Okay. We'll deal with that in a minute. Why don't you want to tell us?
I can't.
Ash starts putting it like a shirt.
Alright, Landshark off. I'm rolling awareness. That's a 5. It fails. Landshark off. Fails. Landshark off. Landshark. Landshark.
Okay.
Landshark.
Alright, stop.
Okay. Landshark off. Okay. Hang on. Let's. Come on, buddy. Hey, bagel. Landshark's off.
Ash is,
He's unconscious
Okay.
because it took too long for Landshark to get off.
I don't know what to say.
Okay,
Like, I love him.
let's
Put him back in the
tie up.
trunk.
Well, do we have
Well, there's a
any-
big hole in the trunk now.
There's a what in the what?
There's a big hole in the trunk. The
Well,
shark
anyone who
dog.
can get in the car. I have to follow this cookie. It's extremely important. I think you're supposed to come with me.
We should at least zip tie his ankles and.
Do you
Zip
have
ties
zip
I
ties?
have.
You have zip ties?
I knew Leon
Ash
really
pulls
are
out his
zip
per-
ties.
purse and pulls out some zip ties.
Secret
They're small. They're like the 18-inch
agent
ones, but they should be fine.
And
Seriously, in the
it's
car.
heavier than like you felt it before. Like so, and it feels and sounds like it is like right around the block.
Does
Like,
it feel cookie-wise like it's right around the block?
It actually doesn't.
Okay, because I remembered I know the exact distance, which like I imagine I started tapping into it.
Yeah.
So, is everyone back in the car?
Yeah, well, like, we kind of thoroughly kicked that guy's ass, so I just kind of feel, like, really empowered to, like, save the day, you know? Like, I didn't
everyone's in the
realize
car,
it
we're
would be
already
so
moving.
easy.
I just want to make sure we know that. So we're moving towards wherever the cookie is pulling me.
I'm curious. Okay. wherever the cookie's pulling you. So it does. You get back in the car, everybody. You zip tie up Calvin, toss him in the trunk.
Yep.
Even though it's like open and you're driving and you're still grinding across the ground. The vehicle's like barely functioning, and
Your insurance is gonna kill you.
you go.
Joke's on you.
Just,
I don't have insurance.
you just pass a set of like skyscrapers to the point where like you're glaring down a main city road, and you see now the building, and it like seems as though it has grown kind of like feet, and like it's like growing arms, and the building is like terraforming into like a mouth.
What kind of feet and arms?
Sort of like a Tyrannosaurus Rex.
Okay.
Wow.
So like large and reptilian.
Large reptilian, but it looks it still looks like a building. It doesn't have, none of the texture has changed, just the form. And you see inside of the building there are people like screaming and like banging on the glass, and
Oh, wow, that's like a really messed up way to die.
And we're probably already past it because I unless the cookie is pulling that way, we're
it's not.
passing the street.
Hey,
so.
hey! That's where we need to be.
Crumpet,
No, trust me.
do you want to do something? Do you want to go on your own little side adventure?
Yeah, I'll do it.
Land shark.
You want us to go save those people?
Well, of course, yeah.
Okay. then-
Delilah, I would want nothing more than to save all of those people right now.
So I don't know if this will be possible, but Crumpet has the trait Black, which when he steps into shadows, he can exit into another.
Yeah.
And so I'm wondering if Crumpet can just do that and teleport into shadows in the building and start saving people.
Absolutely. Like,
Cool.
so you see, I was like, you cover like Crumpet with your hands, like casting a shadow over.
Well, first I do this.
Yeah, and he puts a little pound out on your neck.
Okay.
And then you put your palms over, and right before he goes, you feel a little kiss on the palm of your hand, and then like you lift your hands away, and Crumpet's gone, and
Tight.
and he's like very small, and you're a little ways away from the building, so you can't tell where he went. But yeah.
Land shark. Dig up through its foot. And land shark's gonna burrow away through for people to. And with the burrowing trait, you can choose the stability of the tunnels, which these are going to be
very
stable tunnels.
Very stable tunnels.
Norad is still talking to Leon. We need to, that's where we need to be.
No. I thought so too, but the cookie's bringing me somewhere else. Trust me, I've had this cookie for as long as I can remember. It's important.
The cookie is moving.
Okay.
Like you can feel like what you know is moving kind of rapidly, and it is like changing direction, and you can now tell because you are close enough that it is on a city street that is like headed towards this building.
Okay. I'm still gonna keep going for it, but like if I know the streets well enough that I might be able to cut it off based on its distance,
Sure.
I would like to do that.
You wouldn't be able to because your car is barely functioning.
For sure.
Yeah.
I also want to say Ash's tail has been removed and is currently like monitoring Calvin in the back. I'd say the tail's like wrapped around his wrists, and if he wakes up, the tail will come back to let us know.
Cool.
Yeah, I mean, like, Norad, I think, land shark and Crumpet have it pretty covered. I mean, they're pretty cool. Y'all, our pets are really cool.
Sharoon,
They are.
can you carry someone?
Yeah.
You want to get me up to that building?
Whoa, are you sure that's a good idea?
We gotta go take care of those people.
Well, the cookie's bringing us there eventually.
Yeah, but who knows when we're gonna get there? I mean, if that thing completes its transformation, those people are dead.
Slam on the brakes. Did you say dead?
Yeah.
Charoom hits the windshield.
God, you gotta stop doing
Sorry,
that.
Charoom.
It's okay, I'm very tough.
Okay, everyone.
Birds circling.
You're right. We have to stop the building. And I will turn the car and start driving towards the building.
Cool. Charoom does still want to like take you up to the roof.
Norad folds back the sunroof.
Great.
And is like pushing himself out the sunroof, and like lets like allows Taroom to like fly up next to him.
Yeah, no, it's busted. It doesn't close again. I've told you like 12 times.
Sorry, your car's fucked anyway. Is everyone gonna be okay here?
While you're in there, check on Crumpet.
Hey, you have a phone, right?
Yeah, I do.
Okay, call me.
Okay.
We'll stay in touch.
Okay.
Okay.
I have
Taroom?
Norad's number. I can give it to you.
Do a poll for Taroom's might,
Okay.
which I know is almost absolutely success, but
Barely stronger than Leon, but stronger than Leon.
whoa!
Hell yeah.
An ace
Whoa.
for a 12.
So,
Sick.
yeah. Tell me exactly what like you absolutely get up there. Like Taroom like grabs you.
I think Taroom is kind of like working like a backpack. Like he like hooks his arms underneath like my armpits, and then is just like lifting me up as we fly up towards the building. And then yeah, so there's people against the windows.
Yeah, people up against the windows that are like pounding on it and like are losing their footing and unbalanced because the building is continuously moving. And like I said, this is the tallest building in the city. So like if you want to get up to the roof, it's like huge. But I mean, like you pulled so well. I mean, Taroom can just like get you up there.
Hey, is this a bad time to tell you I'm afraid of heights?
That is, yeah. Again, another thing that is the same.
Okay, I'm gonna close my eyes. Let's go all the way to the top.
Okay. Would you like me to sing you a song?
Yeah, that might be nice, actually.
Here I am again on my own. That's all I can say.
You hear that over the phone.
I'm like, I love that song.
Yeah, so you get up to the roof and you have your schematics, so you know.
Sorry,
Yeah.
Before we get any further past this. Oh yeah! What does the text say that you sent me like half an hour ago?
Oh well, it was about Calvin, where it was just
But they're dead now.
yeah. So
Okay.
I mean,
Yeah, Leanna's reading like, sorry I missed that, I was driving.
no, it's fine.
Cool. So you're headed towards the building.
Yes.
You see several like vehicles like through the legs, like as the legs of the building are kind of like moving, you catch other vehicles on the other side of it that have started like coming around to like circle it, and your cookie is pulling you in that direction.
Okay.
Guys, what if, like, it's my car turned into, like, a thing?
I mean, that wouldn't be good.
And I'm sorry, you noticed something. I wasn't paying attention.
I'm sorry?
There are, like, several people. What? I'm sorry, what you saying, Will?
No, yeah, they're then the cars like come to a stop, and several people like 8 to 10 people like get out of these vehicles, and they're vehicles that you can tell they just found.
Okay.
There's no like, because they're not all like black SUVs. It's like
Assorted vehicles.
assorted vehicles.
So the cookie's pulling me in this direction. I know the distance. Is it like a distance where one of those cars likely has the other half?
Yes.
Okay, I would like to make a wit draw, I think, to see if I can figure out exactly where the cookie is based on the distance from me and what I can see.
Cool.
So Leon is pulling wit. It's a 4 under 11. So that is a success.
One of the people that got out of the vehicle, you can tell like it is in their pocket. Like that's...
I don't know if it's good or bad, but it's that one! And with the most confidence Leon has shown in this one shot, points at that person and stares them down.
Oh, wow. I've never seen you that confident. You always seem like a kind of shy background sort of person.
Yes, my heart has tripled in speed and I think I'm going to die.
He's
Do you need to,
really a
like, sit
secret
down?
agent. He
I am
doesn't
sitting
know.
down.
Are you
He
sure?
knows.
I, like, was with it, but now that I see it, like, I can see the sweat forming, like...
You there! I call out towards the person.
And it's like,
I feel like you
you're very far
Uh-huh.
away.
Oh
Like,
my
so,
God, this is
and they
really
like
good.
they see you, and then from around
I hope they fight.
a building like adjacent, you see an elephant and a rhino and a giraffe and a gorilla like come out, and they are all huge.
Oh, dang.
Land shark.
my
That's
God.
bad. This is bad.
You hear a siren, like another alarm going off, and you hear an announcement, like pretty much throughout the city, that is like, clear the vicinity, we are coming in with the bombers.
Okay. Well, as far as I can tell, I am the oldest of us, so I think it falls on me to make a plan. Let's act quickly and let's succeed.
That's not a plan.
I know, and I'm gonna start running.
As you're running, you all get texts on your phones.
Ka-chow! Ka-chow!
Ka-chow.
Ka-chow!
Oh yeah!
What's yours?
Bloop.
that just, it's like an Amber Alert.
It already played.
It's like an Amber Alert, but it
Oh,
but-
then it goes do.
No, it's not though. I said it's like an Amber Alert.
Oh.
But it's an alert telling all of the citizens in Troon to like evacuate the center of the city because they're bombing it. Like whatever this threat is, they need to like. And it's from the United States military. It's
Holy cow.
I think Leon sees this and he registers it, and he is just so serious that he goes to throw his phone, but thinks better of it and puts it in his pocket.
so
You clearly just thought you were gonna throw your phone and be all cool, but then you're like, that's a dumb thing that people in movies do.
I have to be responsible.
agility.
Cool.
I also want to try and be like, spirits of the land and sky.
You have been seeing, like, both of you can see spirits, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah, so, Delilah and Lander, you've been seeing a lot of these, like, white, like, wispy lights that are weaving through the city. There's almost no white ones left anymore.
Oh.
They're almost all red, and there's, like, slight, like, white ones here and there. So, agility.
This is a failure for Leon.
And Delilah,
Success.
are you sure?
Well, it...
You want to go? You want to be under your?
Yeah, under. So my
Would-
agility's an 8.
And that's a king.
That's
So that's
13.
13, so you failed.
Card.
You want to pull under
agility.
the number.
Oh, okay.
And what did you get?
I succeeded. That's 5 under 7.
507. So, remarkably, Lander is, like, pulling off ahead of all of you, and you're, like, yelling at the spirits as you're going across. You two, Leon and Delilah, like, you're running, and debris starts falling off of, like, some of the buildings that this building is, like, kind of tipping into.
Spirits,
And
protect
it,
me.
and it falls, like, right in front of you, like, stopping your path and, like, stopping you from getting there. But, Lander, you're able to, like, get through all of this. And you call to the spirits, and you hear, hello.
Hi, can you I don't know, slow the bombers or something? You're like spirits of the location, you know? This is like your home that's about to be bombed. So isn't it like, I don't know, the internal motivation of like spirits and veins and ghosts, but like this is like your home. Shouldn't you like sort of protect it? Don't you have any powers at all?
This seems like our home, but this is not our home. We are like spirits of a location, but we were brought here to this place that is not ours, but seems it. Is this your location? Is this your home?
I mean, I work at a bagel shop here, so I guess are bagels home? No, that seems like a pretty shallow answer. Oh, you just like offer wisdom. You're right. This is just a place I work at, but it's not where my heart truly resides.
Can you pull charm for me?
3 under 7.
The spirits blink, like flash a little bit of white for a moment, and then back to a softer red. We will do what we can. And like someone slurping up some spaghetti, all of the lights go back, like get pulled through the entire like cityscape. And you see this too, Delilah, as they're being like weaved back up into that like light that's emanating from the middle of like of the sky where all of that lightning was clashing around, and then it bursts out up cloud level all the way through, and suddenly all of the lights and all of the electronics in the city go off. They are out. The alarm is gone. You don't hear either of the alarms anymore. You don't hear anything.
There's one light you do see, which is Crumpet.
Is
Crumpet's
Crumpet
glowing.
Yeah, because Crumpet can glow.
Crumpet can glow?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Okay, cool.
Does that include our phones too?
Yes.
Did that help?
I don't know yet.
So this inside the building.
Mm-hmm.
What are you're just going through and clearing people out?
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out what the best way. I think like so. Did I hear that the bombers are coming in?
Yes.
Okay, so I think for now, like the best course of action would be to get Charoom to gather everyone and take them off the roof and like down to the streets so that they could like get away.
Cool.
But like I'm just like coaxing everyone up to the roof, and that is not my strong suit. I'm like, hey, if you don't want to die in here and be turned into, I'm not sure, like squished human, you got to get to the roof right now because we're leaving. I have a chopper on the roof.
Charm. Pull charm.
Can I? And I can't pull from Charoom.
Yeah, you can.
I can?
Yeah.
Oh, well. That is a jack, which is a...
No.
What?
11.
An 11
It doesn't
for
matter, you have a
Charoom's
13.
Oh, come on. Okay. Yeah, so you're like saying this stuff, and then Charoom like will take over and be like,
Seeing that I'm no good at this.
look, everybody needs to get to the roof so we can take you and save you. And you need to do this, because if you don't, you will die.
Oh wow, the baby gives a very convincing argument. Yeah, let's listen to the baby.
But this building is huge, right? You said this is the tallest building in the city.
It is huge.
So, like, this is maybe one floor, but, like,
Yeah,
I feel like there's a lot of floors left.
it's true. There's a lot of floors left.
I mean, how's Crumpet doing?
Yeah, I mean, like,
Landshark's got the lower levels.
Landshark's got the lower levels,
Okay.
Crumpet's doing some stuff.
Okay.
All of you are working together. And then the building stops moving.
Okay, all right, that's a good sign. It's going in the good direction.
And you hear like a loud hum and another jolt, like from that beam in the middle of the city. And you start seeing parts of this building like being pulled to the side, like from the inside, and being separated. And you start seeing like organs start to form. And from the outside, you see like scales appearing and covering where windows once were on like pieces of this here and there.
Oh, dang.
And
It's a T-Rex.
the elephant and the rhino and the gorilla and the giraffe, they get hit by this spark that comes off of that beam, and it pulls them into each other, and they collide and come out one large creature.
Mighty Morphin Power Rangers.
Oh man, it's a giraffe, rhinoceros, gorilla.
And the person that you
Offense.
I'm running towards.
pointed towards, that you're running towards, calls at everybody else like that they were with, points to you, and you can hear them say, "That's Leon. Get him!" And
And just grab my shield.
You guys don't think we were like the bad guys of the alternate world? So, and like, I don't know.
and I think we should enter into combat.
Okay, okay.
And we'll make this as rapid as we can. Just one big
One big final fight.
That creature that they all combined into, it looks like all those creatures in one.
Together, yeah.
Like, in that it's like the head of one and the body of another, or like parts of each in the head, parts of each
It's
in
an
the
elephant
body?
head, full size, on a giraffe neck, full size, over a gorilla upper torso, but it's like a gorilla rhino centaur.
Is that accurate, William, or is it different?
So if you took-
Obviously, that's what I'm imagining, but
Yeah, that's
I'm
not
asking
what I mean.
William.
Yeah. No, that's it.
Cool.
We nailed it.
and it's just flinging its head around. Oh, good times. We're all gonna die.
All right.
Alright.
So Ash is first.
So this building is still transforming into something that it seems like we're going to have to do battle with in some way.
I don't
Would
know.
you say? Is it still transforming?
Yes,
It's
sort
still like
of.
changing? Okay.
But you don't really know what's going on.
But this hybrid beast is the immediate threat, and the people that are going to be running at
Yes.
us. But
Don't hold back.
No, yeah. I mean, yeah, I think as Leon is running, uncharacteristically, he takes Ash and just like throws her towards this hybrid beast.
Okay.
And says, "Do what I bet you can do." And Ash is going to attempt to fling onto, I guess, its head and like scratch its eyes out.
Cool.
Hopefully. Right, and I draw. Now this, that ability I have where I can give my familiar a +1 to a check before it makes it, that has nothing to do with battle. Right?
No.
Okay, cool.
No. Okay. I'm looking at the wrong thing. Cool.
Okay.
All right. So, your agility is faster still. So, but I do want to tell you, I am using a power.
Okay.
I'm using hypnotize.
Yeah. Ooh. Can you actually, I don't want to look it up. Can you remember what that does?
Take a top card from your opponent's deck, look at it,
I have
and
it.
place it down in front of you. You may play this card in addition to a card from your hand in one of your subsequent turns in this combat. Once you have used that card, or if combat ends, place it in your opponent's discard pile. I'm doing it at level 3, so I'm going to take the top 3 cards.
Okay. Then, since you've told me that, I'm going to play a card, and I am going to use a power called Cheat. So I'm going to look at the top 10 cards in my deck and rearrange them.
That's exactly how you can do that.
Yep.
That's awesome.
Let's see. Well, I want that and that. Oopsie daisy. And then yeah, sure. Let's just do that.
Cool.
Why not? Okay.
All right.
Um,
Give me the top 3 cards.
There you go.
Okay. That's amazing. I'll hold on to those.
Okay. Cool.
Well, I can play it, so I'm just going to do it. Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Ready?
Yes.
Show him. 13.
16.
Darn. Okay. Yes, I've died.
Okay. Cool. You can have that back.
That's in the discard now, right?
So you get, yeah, it's in the discard. Ash gets flung at this beast, this combined beast, and basically, like, it sets off like an aura as Ash is like lunging towards it, and almost like sets Ash in a state of confusion for a moment, as they then like dip out of the way and like bring a big gorilla like arm up like off to the side and smash Ash down into the ground for 1 point of damage.
Cool. Noted.
Crumpet is inside, but if you would like to do something, you can.
Well, can Crumpet attack? Is everyone out of the building?
No.
No, but I mean,
That was like a masterful shit-eating grin, though. Just be like, right?
you want Crumpet to come out and attack? Because that can for sure happen. Because like you're bonded to them, so they can tell when you're in danger.
Okay, then yeah, I have. Because this is the animal morph thing.
Yes.
Yeah. So Crumpet will come back. appearing on my shoulder, and right away he's gonna do Mirage.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Cool.
I'll use ally. You guys are both here as well.
I am in the building.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
So,
Land Shark.
yep, Land Shark
Landshark
is going to be
is
my ally.
still in the building.
But Land Shark can tell you're in danger as well. Is Land Shark going to join this combat?
I think Ash can handle it on her own.
Yeah.
I
think Lander would be like, no, just do what you're doing.
Ash is hurt
That's
right
not
now,
Lander's
right?
voice.
A little bit.
Landshark would probably immediately rush to Lander's defense.
Cool. So Land Shark pops in just as Crumpet crashes out like one of the windows and like hits the ground, and Land Shark and Crumpet are like right next to each other.
Landshark, like Crumpet just jumps out, lands on Landshark as they meet him, and just surfs on Landshark.
Yeah.
Yes.
Surfs on land, Shark. So what does your power do?
So you put down a card, and I put down a card, and we both quadruple what that card is, and then combine that together.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's an epic power.
It's an epic.
How did you charge your epic already? Wait, no, wait. Okay,
I haven't used
that's
it
fine.
yet.
Well, no, they charge up when you play a certain suit, right? Isn't that how they work?
Yeah.
I mean, let's go ahead and start with them charged since we're
Well,
at the end, but
Because
because it's supposed to reset in.
I couldn't tell if that was strictly in combat or not.
Sure. I mean,
I think it is.
I
but-
think it is like when you play a card. But yeah, I mean, we can just say by this point if
Sure,
we want to
yeah,
say
yeah,
that
yeah.
they're charged, so we can fucking use them. That makes
Oh
sense,
well,
but-
we'll just say I gave you all a familiar point because I should
Oh,
have
and
done
that's
that.
what you can use it
and,
for?
and you
Okay,
can use a
cool.
familiar point to do
Cool.
that. So you all have a familiar point. You're using yours to do this right now.
Cool. Yeah.
Okay.
So you ready?
Okay. So 10.
So times 4 would be.
I haven't showed that. Can I swap that out?
Sure.
Cool.
Wait, why?
Because we're about to quadruple it.
You don't want to use your biggest one?
No, because this is about
What's
to
this?
be quadrupled and added to yours.
But we want to take this thing out.
But
yeah,
we'll still do 1 point
you
of
only have to
damage.
beat
No,
it.
it'll
The
do
difference
more.
doesn't.
Huh?
I mean, in certain instances,
Okay.
I can deal more damage to you,
Sure.
or you can deal more damage to me. So
I mean, I'm just not taking any chances. So.
yeah.
Neither am I in a different way.
Okay, so
Okay.
13 times 4 is 52.
60. 13 times 4.
10 times 4 is gonna be
12 plus
40.
40, so 52. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay,
52.
52.
8.
52 and 8.
So 60.
Okay, so you Crumpet is going to succeed and is going to deal 3 points of damage, and you failed, so you're only going to deal 1.
Is that how that works? I didn't understand then.
I told
Wait,
you to use
I thought
your
they were
highest
combined
card.
Yeah, I was hearing combined together. Was
Yeah.
the
Well, it's
opposite.
like
I was
you
combined
were
together.
combining your turns in combat. The way the power works is you work together to double attack,
Mm-hmm.
and you both quadruple your cards and fight my single card.
Yeah.
But the totals aren't added together; they're each separate.
Yeah, it's like
totals.
separate things.
Does that change what you would have played? Because I
It
was on the
does.
same page you were.
Yeah.
Okay.
I would have played that 7 before.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
All right. That's fine. We're fully on the same page. So then,
And epic powers are custom, just so you
Yeah.
know. So this is bound to happen.
Yeah.
so tell me what this looks like.
I mean, Crumpet just becomes a blur because he's going so fast
Mhm.
with attacks. And I think it's, Crumpet finds shadows on this beast and is able to go through it to kind of mess up its insides.
Yikes.
All right.
There's a yike from me, dog.
That's gonna be a yikes.
And then what's
I'm
Land
picturing
Shark
Reed
doing?
appearing in its ear underneath the trunk. They do
Yeah.
it just cut across its face, and now you're underneath it, coming up the torso,
Yeah.
the gorilla torso from underneath the rhinoceros leg.
Yeah.
And then land shark is
Just biting a leg and like dragging the whole leg underneath
pulling the.
before like jumping over, doing like a full over it. Then out of a different angle, going for another little slash.
Gotcha. Okay, cool. So, then let's do to you really quick here,
Okay.
Norad and Sharoom.
So Norad is in the building. There are organs forming around me. How? Okay, so, and there are still people in the building.
Yes.
Okay. So, can I fight this thing from the inside?
You could.
Is that... I guess, should I draw a wit to see if that would work?
Sure. You draw it. Yeah.
Okay. This is a 10 for a 9.
10 for a 9.
That's what I call a failure.
Yeah, you think like maybe you could do some damage from the inside?
Okay. Here's what I'm going to do then. I think Norad tells Charoom, hey, get these people to safety. I'm going to fuck this thing up.
Okay.
Just trust me?
Sure.
Okay.
I suppose.
Here, and I think, are there any windows left, or are they all scaled over?
There's windows left.
Okay,
It's like not. Yeah, and more of it is still building than scales. And
Okay, I'm gonna draw might then, right?
Yeah.
And I'm gonna have Charoom draw might to break out the windows, so that we don't have to go to the roof. That Charoom can just pull people right out the windows.
Cool.
So a 4 for a 13.
Great.
No, 4 for a 12.
Well, yeah. So.
Okay, so the windows are all broken out. Charoom is like taking people away. I think Norad is just looking for something big and sharp he can throw at the organs.
I mean, there's an axe probably like in a wall somewhere, like safety.
Remember the rules for safety.
Yeah.
So he just like busts it out with his elbow, and he's gonna take the axe and he's whatever the
Want to
organ.
roll might for me?
Yeah, sure.
Or roll pull.
Yep, I do want to do that. So 4 for a 6.
4 for 6. Okay, yeah. So you get this axe out and you lift it up, and you're starting to hack away at these organs.
Whatever organs are forming, I'm just trying to like keep them at bay so that
everyone
Charoom
pull awareness.
Oh, nice.
I did this to myself. Oh wait, I wanted to though. This is good actually,
Yeah.
so that's a success.
8 for an 8.
No matter who you ask.
Success.
I can't remember anymore.
What's your
Was she
awareness?
rolling for
Awareness.
pulling for Delilah or Crumpet?
Delilah?
12.
So you want it to be
you
under
pass.
the number on your page.
So I fail.
You pass.
No.
Succeeded.
Because that's under. You want the number, the card you
okay.
draw to be under the card on your page.
Okay.
Or the number on your
Cool.
page.
Cool. 2 under 11.
So you all succeeded.
Yep.
Okay. So you get these flashes again as you like start. You bring the axe down for one blow, and it like sweeps over you. And you don't know this, but like everybody down on the ground also gets hit by this. And you suddenly see very clearly this silhouette that you saw the very first time
In the vision.
in the vision is a Tyrannosaurus Rex.
Word.
It is a T-Rex that is covered in plant life. It is like it takes steps and plants grow
It's a Tyrannosaurus Rex.
from it, and
This is my aesthetic right here.
and it is like whipping its tail around and like fighting, and it's not fighting you. It's fighting an elephant, a rhino, a gorilla, and a giraffe as ropes and hooks are being flung over its giant form, and it's being tethered and pulled down to the ground. You and your familiars are running around also trying to fight this elephant, giraffe, rhino, and gorilla. And suddenly the Tyrannosaurus lifted its jaw up and a beam shot out, and you all blanked. And you are back on the ground. Ash is getting up from being smashed into the ground. This gorilla, rhino, elephant, giraffe monstrosity has its leg like pulled down completely into the ground by Landshark, and Crumpet is swiftly like teleporting from shadow to shadow on the body, like slashing at it. What do you do?
Well, I would like to use a what's it called? A fun point, a familiar point, to activate my epic power.
Cool.
Which is pickpocket. So I'm going to now name 3 cards in my opponent's deck, and if they are in there, I take them from my own hand. And I would like, if you would be so kind, your King of Diamonds, your Queen of Diamonds, and your King of Hearts.
King of Diamonds, Queen of Diamonds, King of Hearts.
Yes.
King of Diamonds,
Sick.
Queen of Diamonds, King of Hearts.
Perfect. Okay. And technically I did that after I put my card down, so I can't use these, right? Is that how order works?
No, you can use that epic power whenever, I suppose.
Okay, cool.
Like, I mean, it's fine with me, yeah.
Cool. Then, yes. All right.
And you can also use another power.
Okay, epic powers are just like a separate thing entirely. Okay, cool. Then I have my card down.
Okay, and I'm going to use Bash.
Okay, and that adds a second card, right?
I'm actually going to add 3 cards. I'm going to do it level 3.
Oh, okay, sweet. Well, I'm going to do a level 3 sabotage, so no, you're not. In fact, actually, I would like for you to just play that one.
Okay, flip 'em.
All right, cool. It's a king. Can you believe it?
7. Okay, what does Ash do?
So I used pickpocket, and I found something that this creature was holding on to. Ash did, and Ash appears having like slithered up the wall next to this big beast, and is holding its banana. And makes the beast follow the banana this way, and then really quick this way, so it just like slams its head down into the ground and takes, I guess, 1 damage.
Yeah, that'll take 2 damage.
2 damage, cool.
Yeah.
In fact, as it was coming, I threw it down at the ground so it slipped on the banana. It was just a peel.
It pulls its leg out of the ground onto a banana.
Yep.
What's Crumpet doing now?
I'm gonna do a.
I'm gonna ditch these cards. I'm gonna mulligan.
I'll do a level 1 rage.
Level 1 rage.
Yeah.
Okay. Then, I'm going to do a level 2 bash. All right. Let's flip them. I have an 18. No, 28. Sorry.
Oh.
33. Oh, level 1, never mind.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So Crumpet, what was Crumpet trying to do? Well, Crumpet's still doing the shadow thing, and it like falls and like hits the ground, and then like one of the gorilla hands like reaches back really quick and like catches Crumpet as he's just about to like go through another shadow, and like catches and swings it Crumpet around and smashes Crumpet into the ground for 2 damage. And this beast like starts getting back up after what Ash had done. Landshark, what are we doing?
Cool.
Oh my god.
You're welcome. I can't keep track of what cards you have anymore, so I'm glad I already used that.
Yeah.
Cool. So Landshark is gonna whip out a burst of static electricity from its scales that generate a little bit of static as it burrows to the ground. Joe, and as it's gonna go for a bite, gonna discharge, and I'm gonna use the burn power to discard 3 cards at random from your hand.
That's the hand. Well, now you draw back up to 4, right? Because you're out.
No, it only happens at the start of the next
okay.
turn. So I draw no cards,
Cool.
so I can't
that was
use
burn level 3.
I can't use any powers.
For sure. And then we're going for combat. I got my card down.
Yeah, I got mine. 13.
Queen.
That's okay.
And that was that was burn level 3? So?
That was burn level 3.
Okay.
Alright.
Okay, then yeah. So what you sent out this discharge and it like stuns this beast for a moment, but it like shakes that off, and his land shark is like burrowing under the ground. One of the gorilla arms punches into the ground and rips land shark out of the ground and throws
Land shark,
and
no.
throws him for 2 damage.
Yeah.
And then we're back inside with you and Charoom.
Okay, so backing away from the organs, immediately like just overcome with that vision. And I look over, is Charoom in the building, or is he taking people down currently?
He's taking people down, but he also, like, all of your familiars got that vision as well.
Yeah.
And so he comes back and he's like, do you think we should just, what should we do?
I think without even responding, Norad like runs to the window and like looks down. And can I see the like big monstrosity
Yes.
down there? Hey, Charoom,
Yeah,
you want a dive bomb?
yeah.
Let's do it. I think here's what I want to happen. Here's
Okay.
what I'm thinking. I want to use both NORAD and Charoom. I want NORAD to come down with this axe on one of the people,
Oh,
and I want Charoom to come down on the beast.
cool. Great.
So how do I make that happen?
I'll just do your might against my might,
Okay.
and then we'll do combat normal for Charoom.
Okay, are you using power?
Oh, yeah, I'm going to use Bash level 2.
Okay. Okay. All right. I'm ready.
Okay. 17, 22.
Okay. Queen of Hearts is not going to do it.
12.
But I am going to use my power, my epic power.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah. Epic.
So this is called Holy Aura. So when an opponent makes an attack, an ally against... No, I'm sorry. When an opponent makes an attack against you, you absorb their power, taking no damage, and channeling the harm they would have inflicted onto you into your next successful attack.
And that's yours and your opponent and one of your allies?
The next ally to take damage.
The next ally. Oh, okay, the next ally to deal damage.
To deal damage.
Cool.
Yeah.
Sweet.
No.
No,
The next ally to take damage will take no damage,
Oh.
and that will get added to my next attack.
Cool. Okay, I see. So we're like, it's building up.
Yeah.
It's like a charge.
Yeah.
So yeah, like it goes down, it like dive bombs, and this thing like swings up at the last moment and like stops Charoom completely. And like when you think it like disperses a lot of like force and air.
Yeah.
And Charoom is just like still flying there. Not like hurt or anything, but like looking at this beast like in the multiple eyes.
And there's like a golden aura that is beginning to form.
And there's a
around
golden
him.
aura beginning to form, and another beam shoots down from the sky, and you see this building start to form like more and more, and it's starting to grow leaves and like plant life on it, and the other people, like, what was your might for coming down on them?
My might is going to... I want to make it clear, I didn't jump from the building.
I know.
Okay, all right.
Charoom like brought you down.
It was a... Norad is... it was a 7... No. Dang it. It was a 7 for a 6.
Well, it's
It's
contested,
opposed, so you
your
add
might.
it.
Oh, add it. Okay, so 13 then.
Okay. Yeah,
Total.
you come down, like the Charoom like drops you off, and you like swing and like you nail one of the people.
Okay.
And then all of them, like, so you're by all of them.
Yeah.
How many of them are there?
There's like
4, right?
there's like 8.
Okay.
Oh, shit.
Cool.
Yeah,
I
some
thought there
of
were 4
some,
because there's 4 familiars.
some of them don't have familiar
Gotcha,
like animal
sure.
kin.
Okay.
They're just
They're just chilling with their friends.
yeah. I want everybody to just. We're going to pull for like one final thing.
Okay, I should tell you what Leon is still doing then, which is trying to get to that person and get my freaking cookie back. So he never stopped running.
'Kay,
so,
cool.
I imagine he's.
So you
getting
get there
closer
like
to
right next to
Mhm.
like just you get there just as NORAD is coming down with the axe on that other person, So you're right there. Would Leon like to do something?
Yeah, I mean, I think Leon would like to, in this moment, punch the cookie out of this person, but I don't think that is like what Leon's heart wants to do. So he like gets there and it's like clearly he's going to, and he just wants to like grab and pick up the person without hurting them, but like do a might intimidation and say, "Give me my magic half cookie, please now."
Okay, so
Something
we'll
like
do
that.
a contested then.
Yeah, and I want to use might to.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Cool. This is a 24.
Did you know that was going to be a king?
I did not. I think I could have known technically, but I didn't.
Okay, yeah.
Actually, no, I couldn't have. Yeah.
The person like shakes and then like reaches into their pockets and they're like, I don't know.
I literally know you have.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You literally do.
And they like pull out a cookie and they're like,
I'd snatch it.
like what?
Thank you. I'm not going to hurt you.
But I will. Brick.
Is Lander over there?
Well, what I actually wanted to do, and I was thinking about this, I actually kind of want to sneak around, and I want to like steal one of their cars, and kind of like ram their other cars at an angle to like fuck up the doors so they can't like get away with them.
Oh, okay. Cool. I guess do an agility for like sneaking maybe.
So like
or...
here was my thought actually. I actually wanted to pitch this as awareness because what makes somebody effective at sneaking is being aware of where other people are placing their focus to navigate around it.
No.
Okay.
Sorry. Literally in the book it says agility is for sneaking.
Okay.
Sorry.
It's gonna be a 5 under 7.
All right.
Yeah. Okay. That just does it. Cool. So you're.
But I will ram him with the car.
Oh,
This person?
The person, like people.
Yeah. Sure.
Cool. Okay. You nail them.
Okay.
Great.
I get out of the way.
So one last thing.
I got a new car.
Well, I have to use this card because I still have it in my hand. Everybody pull a card against me.
Okay.
And add whatever bonuses or like whatever you're gonna end up with.
What are we doing?
Your familiars are attacking the beast.
This is okay. This is the final
Yeah.
combat. Okay, cool. Then I'm gonna give it my +1.
Sure.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Cool. Then I want to do an epic dig. And so Landshark's gonna speed up with his like just if I may.
Yeah.
For sure. So we hadn't finalized the details, but how I want to interpret this is I want to be able to... Normally Dig would allow me to pull a number of cards from my own discard, but I think I would like to be able to pull a number of cards from anybody's discard and add it to my roll.
That's very land shark.
Yeah.
Cool. Then yeah, here, give me that king.
You want both of them?
Yeah, sure. And I'm going to take this queen right
I
here.
got a couple hot 3s too.
I'll take one too. No, I'm good.
Okay. Anybody else using powers?
No.
Just anyone who takes damage is gonna mount into my whole thing.
And to be clear, this is a pull from the top or a play from our hand. Because I pulled, but I'm also realizing you might have meant hand.
Yeah, from your hand.
Okay,
Sorry.
cool.
Oh, from my hand.
You can play from your hand.
Thank
Oh,
God.
yeah.
You can
Cool.
play from your hand. Sorry.
Cool.
Sorry, I didn't mean to.
That's fine.
Can we do either?
No.
Okay.
Cool.
Okay.
Sorry.
I have my
Misspoke.
hand, and I'm gonna level 2 sabotage you. You're actually playing that card.
Oh no, the one card I had, I'm
Yeah.
also playing it. I'm just gonna show. I have a 4.
I have a 13.
I have no cards in my hand, so I can't do anything.
So that's going to be a 26 plus 22.
It's a 3, and I'm using shield level 3.
Oh, okay. But you, what's the damage that gets added to, whoever's attack?
So
Whatever you
whatever
would have taken last time.
whatever I would have taken last time,
Which would have been 2.
plus if anyone else is taking
Yeah.
damage.
So all of your familiars.
Well, hold on. We don't know what.
Oh yeah,
Frank's
so
doing yet.
I'm doing rage level 3.
Cool.
So
So that, like,
36,
triples that?
36.
Quadruples.
Quadruples.
Quadruples,
Right?
yeah.
Oh yeah.
Hell yeah. So I think we all kicked butt.
Yeah. So all of your familiars pretty much like get together. Explain to me exactly how you tear this beast down.
Ash, like, wraps herself around like the head and mouth of the creature, so kind of like a gag.
The elephant head up top.
Yeah, the elephant
On top
head.
of everyone pick an animal.
So it does that, and then it looks like this is actually a bad idea, but it turns out Ash wasn't getting herself in there. She was getting the trunk into the mouth. You don't know when it happened, but the trunk is now in the elephant's mouth.
Oh, okay.
Crumpet is gonna go for the giraffe, and with its fangs from the very top of the jaw, is just gonna go
Oh, jeez.
down the neck of the giraffe, just ripping open its jugular.
Do you want to make a call next? Because I have a kind of funny punchline.
Sure. Chirum backs up, flies away from this thing to get a good shot, and then pulls at his bow and draws back a thing, and you see the heart-shaped arrowhead at the end, just all of that power, all of that golden aura just siphon into the arrowhead. And then he just says,
I can't wait to see you die.
Chirum.
And then Landshark.
It gets nailed by the arrow, takes a few steps back, and the ground below it just kind of falls in, and it starts summoning it down. But then you start hearing a very violent zoom, and
So it just blends.
oh my god, it just blends as
like a
it
Sarlacc
sinks
pit,
and crunches
but
into
worse.
it. And then after it's done, Landshark pops out, dripping with gore, and just I did good, I did
And
good.
Ash
And then
chases
burps,
Landshark
yeah.
down the street.
Yeah. This happens, and the two of you, Delilah and Lander, you see the veins actually all turn from red back to white, up in the sky, and get sucked back into this beam, and the building starts the scales and everything get pulled back, and in a matter of it takes less than a minute. Everything is calm. Everything is the building is still sort of T-Rex shaped, and it's in the middle of a street, and it's just there. Yeah, and it's but these people are gone, and you look around you, and the other animal kin are turning back into street lamps and stop signs and cars, and you look at your animal kin, and Crumpet is changing color into a fluorescent green, and Chirum is become turning into a circle shape.
Chirum's halo just becomes a bagel all
Yeah.
at once.
And
And falls on his
just
head.
fades out.
And Ash starts turning into a wrapper,
like a candy wrapper?
like a wrapper from a sandwich.
Oh,
or
sure.
something.
Wait, we're losing them?
And Landshark
Landshark?
starts turning into a tub of cream cheese. Not completely yet.
Hey, that was a good shot.
You too with the axe.
We make a pretty good team.
Yeah, we do. I'll see you on the
All
other
of us.
side, I suppose.
You're all leaving, right?
Well, we have to go back home. I think that's where this light is taking us.
Well, if I can speak for myself, that freaking sucks.
Yeah.
Yeah. I feel like I've known all of you my entire life, and when I wake up, I'm worried I'm gonna forget again. So that's kind of sad.
And Crumpet crawls up on Delilah's shoulder and hugs the side of her head. Delilah. This is gonna seem weird maybe, but I'm leaving, but then I'm gonna see you again, I think. You're Delilah, but also I have another Delilah, I think.
You have another fucking...
You're
What,
Delilah!
you like her better than me, or what?
Delilah, no! You didn't... When I first got here, you didn't even know who I was. And now we're best friends.
My heart knew.
Well...
It's true.
Yeah.
Crumpet, just stay.
Oh, is that an
Why?
option?
Yeah, why do you gotta go? Just stay.
Well, if I stay here, then my Delilah is gonna be missing me.
What if we miss your Delilah, and your Leon, and your NORAD, and your Lander?
What?
Can we go with you?
Yeah. What if I'm the missing part that would make your Delilah happier because she's not a full person?
Yeah, like, please take me with you. Like, I have nothing but, like, bagels. Please, God. Please.
Or why can't our other selves come down here?
Oh yeah, this place is freaking sweet. I think they'd like it here.
We can give them bagels.
I think we have work to do there, but
Oh, I do have a job.
Oh, yeah, that's cool. We got work.
And
too.
Crumpet like
We got work too.
pulls Delilah's head in and
Delilah kind of turns away. She's like, "You traitor."
and holds on to her. Okay, think thoughts about a place where you're also at, and come with me.
Wait, really?
Come with me.
Okay, I'm still there.
All right.
Not knowing what to do, Leon looks at the two halves of a cookie and puts them together and assumes that that's what has to happen. Also, I'm thinking about going somewhere.
Yeah.
Hey, is there like spray paint over there?
Well, yeah. This spray paint. You're really good at it.
All right, I'll go. Hell, I'm not doing anything else.
And your cookies start to glow,
Whoa. That's freaking weird.
and then they dissolve in your hand
Dang it.
and fly up to the light. And then you start to dissolve. All four of you.
Actually, wait, I changed my mind. This is horrifying.
And it happens so quickly. And you wake up
On a boat.
in like a jungle. And you can feel yourselves get scooped up. And you're face to face with a giant Tyrannosaurus Rex. That is a Tyrannosaurus Rex. And you just hear, "Thank you."
You're welcome. Do you want a cookie?
And
Nice.
Crumpet knocks. Crumpet knocks, and then you see on the ground another one of all of you, and they're very confused.
Cool. So, I'm NORAD.
And that's
I think
Orland. Yeah, so I'm Orland. Great, cool. All right, thanks everyone. That went super long. Sorry about that.
Let's get this outro.
Yeah, so I've been William. This has been Hijinks Handlebars. This is the last of Hiatus and Handlebars.
For now.
We're taking next week off, and then we're going to come back August 6th with the main storyline for Hijinks Handlebars. So join us for that. Season 2, baby.
Season 2!
You still got like about just under 2 weeks to catch up.
Exactly 2 weeks,
hey,
really.
exactly 2
Yeah.
weeks.
Spoilers, so don't listen if you haven't listened, but Teddy's alive, and I'm very excited to play Teddy.
Yes. I'm very excited for everything that's going to happen. I'm excited to get back to the main story. And this was very fun. If you want to check it out, just go to Angry Hamster Publishing. You can find Familiars of Terra online. It's a really fun game, and you can play with a deck of cards. So if you don't have dice, then that's not a problem. I have been William, the GM for today's Hiatus and Handlebars. And you can find me on Twitter and Instagram at kwilliamwhite. And I'll see you back here August 6th.
I have been Jonas Newhouse. You can find me on Twitter at Jonas Newhouse. I will also be here in 2 Tuesdays for Hijinks and Handlebars. And for the future and many other QueueTimes shows as well, including the Pathfinder 2e Court of Corvid show that you can find on our social medias as well. Also, I didn't get to use these cards and I'm sad.
I've been Sam Richardson playing NORAD. You can find me on Twitter at Laggardson, Laggardson. You can also find me here running a game on Wednesdays called Monster of the Week. We're currently off in preparation for our 4th arc, but you will find us here starting again on August 7th. We will be playing Monster of the Week, Mrs. Montessori. If you want to catch up on the previous 3 arcs, because they're great, if I do say so myself, both Jonas and William are on that one as well. You can find those in a playlist on the main YouTube channel for QueueTimes, and the playlist is called Monster of the Week.
Mrs. Montessori's got Mrs. in it.
I know.
I just
Yeah.
realized.
Oh, okay.
I will always be Franny. I have been playing Delilah, and you can find me on Instagram at JUST_FRANNIE.
Spencer LaBelle, I've not been playing Frankie Fox. This has been Lander Lansford and his beloved friend Landshark. You can find me on Instagram at Spelubble.
Great, cool.
Cool.
All right, we'll see you in 2 weeks.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.